Are we are we live on all of them?
Yes.
Why did you say something?
Well, I had to double check. It's all loading on my other screens.
This is very professional, as you can see.
What happened? Hold on, wait. Restart. Welcome.
Wait, which category did you put it on?
Robbie. But they're not following what we set out to do.
I'm sorry. Okay, then again, nothing happened. Go on.
Welcome.
2.
Rolex play.
That's 3 words.
But it's one word. It's the title.
What
This
the
is not
hell?
working out. This is not working out.
Oh, quit. Welcome to Chaos. This is Campaign Chit Chat, a new little thing we'll be doing weekly. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
But the idea of this will be we're going to be talking about chit-chatting about the campaigns of Rolex Play, our Sunday and Tuesday campaigns, which you can find on our social media and stuff. I don't know. But
Here and on YouTube, yeah.
Here on YouTube, Twitch, both things, Instagram, we're there, But we're going to be talking a bit about the campaigns, our thoughts and opinions, and pretty much it's just going to be us 3 fucking around. Have I gone past the first few minutes so I can swear?
We haven't crossed 2 minutes, but I think you're good.
Oh, shit. Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
here we
if
are.
you guys have any questions, you can type in Twitch chat or YouTube chat. If you have any opinions on what we're saying, there might be hot takes. Who knows?
There's never any hot takes with us. It's just been
yeah. Just don't bring up wizards, guys.
Don't
bring up wizards will be good.
Not Wizards of the Coast. Just pointing that out.
Well, them too. Fuck them with nothing. They're gonna get sued.
Shit.
Say that. You can't say that.
I didn't think this is what would happen.
Yes, I can. Free speech, even though we're not in America, none of us.
So maybe
speech in Germany. We still have that.
It's true. We do have a German here. Since this might be someone's first introduction to Rolex Play, should we introduce ourselves?
Oh, I guess we should. Max, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Max. Nice to meet you. I'm usually the DM for our campaigns, but sometimes I'm a player in a one-shot or something. As well, I'm just a bit weird. Leonie?
What Max said, he's weird. I'm Leonie. I play in both campaigns, as does Robbie, so that's kind of pointless to say. I play Cal, a ranger, in the Tuesday game, and I play Sienna, a fighter/paladin, in the Sunday game. And they are complete opposites of each other. So yeah, that's fun. Robbie, you go.
Yes, I'm Robbie. I'm the player in both campaigns, but also DM off screen. And I'm the resident artist of the group. Technically, Brooke is too, but I'm mostly in charge of all the assets that you see. So,
including the lovely graph that they have going on.
Graph?
Well, what am I talking to here, Robbie? What would you describe this as?
The people of the internet call it a PNG tuber, but back in my day, before VTubers were a thing, I believe these were just called sprites.
Yes.
Yeah. Because Robbie currently looks like they've been spat out by a storm, so no cameras.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
So, to start this off, how about we ask a very easy question? Still Hearts or Threads of Chaos? Which one?
Oh, fuck, man.
Was that an easy question?
Which campaign do you prefer?
Yeah, I don't see how that's an easy question.
Well, I thought I'd start us off on a nice cakewalk.
I can go first. What you think, Leonie? This might just be biased because I've been in Still Hearts longer, but I'm more emotionally committed to it at this point. Like, Ven is more bonded to the party members than Alicia is. But I do enjoy both. Like, I do have fun in both. In different ways, because Ven and Alicia are very different characters. But currently, Still Hearts is I have more sessions in it. How many? What number are we at? Like 37?
Still Hearts?
36?
37
Yeah.
our next
37?
one, I think.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Or it might be 38.
37.
Oh yeah, 37.
No,
yeah,
no,
so,
37.
which is like almost, I think 5 times more sessions than I have in the Tuesday campaign. So that's just personal bias, though. What about you, Leonie?
I'd say I have to consider from different points of view. Like from an emotional attachment point, I completely agree with Robbie. The Sunday game is just way more personal and way more focused on the characters rather than the plot. From a plot's perspective, however, I think the Tuesday has had some very, very interesting developments, and there's been a lot of stuff that has been happening. So
Yeah, one of our players
I can
fucked.
decide.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
One of the players fucked.
Oh, I thought you said passed, and I'm like, who the fuck died?
Yes.
Passed. Players passed.
Yeah, that is. How could I forget that? It wasn't even my character that fucked, though.
No, it wasn't. It happened last session,
Yeah.
Leonie.
So what's
Where we found out that Helen is a
point?
certified gilf enjoyer.
Yeah.
The himbo of the group.
That is not what himbo means.
I know internet slang.
Yeah,
I think I know what
for
I
sure.
mean.
That's not even internet slang.
I adore when Max pretends he's over 30. He's not.
He's like 2 years older than us.
Robbie just said back in my day, and I was like, wait a sec. Back in my day. Hold on. How long ago was
old in the
that?
soul.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys actually don't know, but I'm actually 1,000 years old. Sorry to tell you like this.
Shocked.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
shocked.
You, I know.
I can't believe it. Can't believe this is happening.
What can I say? I'm an actor. Side hustle. If art doesn't work out, a very disgruntled actor.
So you've gone from disgruntled, angered artist to disgruntled, angered actor.
So it's actually very spiteful, sleep-deprived artist to a disgruntled, tired actor.
So
gotta get specific.
The line there is, yeah, I crossed it. I didn't realise that.
Very important distinction.
Yes.
But to get back on topic and not about my future careers.
Well, wait a sec. I could listen to this all day.
No.
You're just avoiding answering your own question, Max. So do it.
I love all my children equally.
That's what all parents say. And then they give more money to the other.
Yes, and I think you can probably tell my favoritism with the amount of abilities I'm giving. No, I think they're both very different from each other, and I think that's why we do it, right? We play the two. We have the two campaigns because they are different sort of like stories that they're telling. They're both different concepts of like found family in a way, as all D&D groups are. And we can touch on different things. It's fun, and as well, we get different people there because we wouldn't normally have Arne or Brooke in the Sunday campaign. And if we didn't have the Sunday campaign, we wouldn't have Jack, Cassie, and Frey as well with us. So it's nice to have those two sides, and we're very lucky. We're in a lucky position where we can actually play in both and actually have time to play in them. So yeah, but let's just say I prefer Still Hearts for one reason in particular. Okay, we'll say that.
Oh yeah, of course. Your love, your one and only.
One very manly man. One very Now Leonie's on
See what
it.
it-
I love that you said this might be
didn't-
somebody's introduction to the campaign, and now they have no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh, okay. That's a very deep cut that's been going on for fucking years.
Yeah.
Also, I hope it won't get picked up by my microphone, but if it does, sure. But they started the
Are you
noise
going to be
making
farting?
again.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. They started the noise making again outside, and it's happening right now.
Nice. We can't hear it. We can't
Yeah,
hear it.
okay. Well, it's
No,
my
no,
dad's
we
turn
can't
to
hear
make the
anything.
noise anyways. I did my duties 2 days ago. Went half deaf, and now we're here.
And here we are now dying.
I have a question.
Oh,
Since we're in the chaotic mode.
Oh shit.
Well, I don't know if Max can answer this technically because it's a bit player based. But like craziest theories for the campaign stories.
I've got tons.
You can't have theories. You know
Well, he
what's true
can,
and what's
or,
not.
like,
How would you have a
what will
theory?
happen with the characters? With the player character dynamics, he could chime
That's
in.
true. That's true.
All right, but
But
Leonie, what's
I
your
don't have
theory?
You could just
everything
go,
written out.
then we'll murder the Dane, and then we'll be like, oh yeah, that checks out.
Gilgamesh will appear and
It's-
just touch one of you, and that's it. Goodbye. Bye bye.
No,
No.
my pookies. Is that your craziest theory, Leonie? That Ben will kill today?
No, that is not an actual theory. That is a possibility, but not a theory. No, I'd say my craziest theory is still the everything going on with Fennel. My theory is still time travel, or wait, well, at this point it's not time travel. At this point, it's he was stuck in time, or stuck outside of time, or something of the sort. And however the fuck he's related to Gilgamesh is also going to be interesting. I am still a fan of the they were in love and then the time stuff happened theory, but who knows?
I think we did get information that I believe Gil either betrayed or left Fennel behind at some point. I mean, we don't know this in character, but out of character, I believe this was mentioned.
Yeah. You know all of this.
Yeah,
Totally
all this is out of character,
You shit of
obviously.
any of this in character.
My craziest theory, and this is like, it goes
Here we
deep.
go.
I don't know if I can explain everything.
Let's do this. Do I need to get the graph out? Do I need to get a whiteboard?
The fucking detective board. I have a feeling, and this might be a reach. It might not be exactly that, but I have a feeling that both Fennel and Ven died at one point and came back to life, or at least they were in some place where their life didn't count. Question mark. And that somehow affected their abilities, with Fennel being able to bypass whatever time thing the what are they called? The Faceless did, and
Yeah.
just Ben in general. And whatever the fuck is going on with
Just
him.
in general.
Alongside that theory, I think it has something to do with Frederick. I am not 100% certain that it has something to do with Fennel, but the timing of it, that Fennel jumped 20 years in the future, and then I believe was 1 year old when he got separated from his parents, which was also 20 years ago. Which is interesting timing. I don't know if that was planned by Max. So that their thing could have happened at the exact same time, that they were in the exact same place, or whatever
And
that stopped
also
their
20
life partner.
20 years ago was the last big thing in this world, like the attempt to erase it from the that
Mhm,
happened years
mhm.
ago. However, there could
Oh
good
dear.
cause. Once, maybe. Who
Oops. You're breaking up, Leonie.
knows?
Seeing Leonie just
Sorry.
sigh. We had a little bit. We understood what you were talking about. The
Yeah.
raising of the Corthana Mortal and the continent shifting and massive tidal wave and the world pretty much coming to an end. Yeah. Yeah, it
I
does all
also-
line up.
Yeah, I have a feeling that, well, again, connected to Frederick, that Frederick knew Van's parents, and if he did, that's really fucked up. But I have a feeling that they were, I don't know if they were colleagues, but they at least knew each other. And then the other reach is that Melody and Discord might be his parents, that something happened to them and they turned into that.
Yeah.
Or at least something that was sent by his parents to protect him. That got corrupted to whatever fucking death dimension he passed through when he was a baby. What the fuck?
The death dimension.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
Where,
It's a good
where
name
babies
for it.
belong. Yes, for sure.
So yeah, that's my thing. Also, second craziest theory, Gilsta has a thing for Fennel. And I said what I said. I said what I said.
How controversial.
You did not see a random Triton 20 years after and be like, you look so much like your father. You're still thinking about him.
Interesting. Maybe it's just me playing the characters. Maybe every NPC is just going to be super attracted to Frey.
Frederick changes his mind halfway through.
Yeah. Frederick just goes, I actually don't like you anymore. There's someone else better. Oh, marry me, Triton.
and then him and Gil start arguing because, like, why the fuck are you dating my ex?
That would be such a disgustingly sick triangle of love.
Like a hexagon.
I'm writing it down.
Oh no!
Just gonna write this down. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I totally wrote it down.
Totally. But yeah, I've got tons of theories of your characters and where you're gonna go with them. That I'm kind of just sitting here and thinking, which ones do I want to disclose? Because I want to give you guys many hints at where you could go with your characters. Because as much as we are like good D&D players, we like role playing, we get into the character. I don't want to plant that seed and then you go, oh, but he told me. And I'm like, no, this was your own volition. You found this by yourself. But one thing I'm very curious of is how, Leonie, you're going to navigate both of your characters currently. One of them, Sienna, she is very kind of, things were revealed, not last session, but a few sessions ago, about her like upbringing, and there's questions surrounding that and who she is as like this Asama who has like the key to something or something like that. All very interesting there, and she hasn't really vocalized any of that, so I'm very curious to see how that evolves. And then you've also got Cal.
Hypocrite. You're telling Ben he's not telling you shit. And then Sierra's like, oh yeah, let me keep the fact that I keep having nightmares about my dead mom being a fucking powerful ASMR to myself.
One time!
It wouldn't be D&D.
One time!
If there wasn't any dead parents.
It was 2 times. Anyways, you were saying
Wait,
that?
did I have a night? Wait, no, in the first nightmare she was dead. That was just a repressed memory that I had.
Is it a good memory though?
No.
I said it was a repressed memory that I had. The first nightmare.
I didn't just say it was different than how it went.
Well, actually, it was different to how Sienna remembered it.
I'm just saying.
Saying. That doesn't mean that.
Tell us about your dead mom.
Yeah, that's true.
But continue, Max.
And then you got Cal. Cal's just like a fucking agent of chaos who doesn't help himself in any sense of the word. And yet, he's still with this party, and the party fucking hate him.
No, they don't hate
Really?
him.
Really,
No.
Robbie?
That's just
Really?
mean.
They don't, Max. What the
What?
No,
I see it
don't
like
hate
that.
him.
Okay.
No, I think-
Gotcha.
I think Alicia thinks he's irresponsible, but doesn't hate him. Hate is a very strong word.
Oh, getting philosophical now.
Well,
I
in
like it.
Alicia's eyes.
Okay. In his fucking starry night eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like mine right now. Except mine have a bit of pink.
Hey, let me get a closer look at these. Wait,
Yeah, hold on. I got you, homie. I got you. Hold on.
zoom in.
Oh, fuck. I can't zoom in anymore.
Don't worry, I can. I can with the magic and the power of editing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Blink.
Blink. Hey yo, it blinked.
Yeah, it does blink.
Very cool.
Thank you.
How long did it take you to make?
This was from before, actually. I drew it for my streams, and then I was like, I don't think I even used it because I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make a VTuber model, and then I did.
Oh my god! So you put all that work in, you didn't even fucking use it. My
You don't want to know how
soul.
many VTuber models I made that I
Oh.
used for like a month, and then I made a new one.
My fucking heart.
I could have
Fucking
technically
shattered.
pulled out the full VTuber model, but it takes up too much space.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. It would be cool to have these like little sprites for people though if they don't want to show their cam, just so they can like emote. That would be cool.
Could do. What would ours be though? Hey, this is the best
I mean,
question.
we could
This
do
is what
art.
this is for.
But what do you mean?
Well,
I mean like for campaigns. I just did the
but like
characters now.
for a situation like this.
Yeah, we've got these
Oh.
characters.
Whatever the fuck you want, I don't know. You can be a dog or a human or a pumpkin. I don't know. Whatever you want.
A
I'm a fucking
pumpkin. I
bad
wanna be a
demon, because
pumpkin.
why not?
Leonie, what would you be?
I mean, pumpkin doesn't. No, I don't like pumpkins. Why would I want to be a pumpkin? What would I be?
Because you're
I
sweet.
don't know.
Oh,
Aw.
I didn't think this was going to be wholesome. What is this?
Jesus Christ, man.
I didn't sign up for this.
I have no idea what I would be. I do like the idea of just being a puppy. That would be cute.
Oh, very cute, very cute.
I can see that.
Oh.
Big dog energy. I can see that. I would be a dragon.
Yay? Uh-huh.
Next question.
Dragging these nuts.
Whoa!
Got him.
Let's go,
I got him this time.
go. Let's go. Now Leonie's pinned in the middle of both sides saying dragging these nuts.
We're very mature, as you
Damn.
can see.
By the way,
Cassie just texted me, I'm watching the chit chat stuff, flirting with my wife. I apologize. I'm not a homewrecker. Cassie, chill. It was meant in a friendly, platonic way. Oh no, not the sad emoji.
Oh my god.
Love you, Cassie. I'm not trying to steal your wife.
Jesus. What is Cassie doing? How is she? Can we get her
How
on the
are you,
line?
Cassie?
Can we add her in as a phone
Can we
call?
phone a friend? Phone a friend, family member.
Just dial her in quickly. Cassie, hello?
She wrote, "She's mine. I'm watching you."
Oh,
Thanks,
jeez.
Cassie. We love the views. Thank
Aw.
you. How many
Oh.
pseudo relationships can we get in one campaign?
Well, I think there's a lot that can
lot.
happen. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think if anything is been cemented in this campaign is that we aren't shy of flirting. We will,
No.
Mm,
After last
get
session,
involved. Hey, look, last session was like setting the bar. Now we gotta
I mean,
pass
some
that
of them-
bar.
I think we passed it a long time ago with fucking whatever the fuck Celeste was doing to those halflings. You know, I'm
Oh.
morbidly curious.
yeah.
Do you want me to give you the behind the scenes of that?
Maybe not on stream.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I actually don't. I mean, the first thought that I just had was, well, luckily it was that campaign, not the Tuesday, because Cal would have definitely wanted to try.
Oh my god. Cassie
This is-
said that she wasn't invited. Okay, we need to add Cassie to the RXP management thing because
I mean,
Oh,
to be fair,
shit,
since we didn't say
oh,
anything to anyone about it.
Leonie.
Leonie, when are you moving into your new place? When are you going to get better tonight?
Lie. That's so long.
It's turning into autotune.
Can you sing a song for us? Can you sing like "We Built This City" or something? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We need some of that in our life.
We need to type in off topics because I believe the chit chat thing was only in the other channel, which Cassie
Oh,
doesn't have
yeah.
access to.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Cassie.
Next time, it happens every week, so you'll
Hey,
be the
look.
next one.
Hello, this is episode 1. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just rolling with it.
True. Yeah.
We're just seeing how it goes. But Cassie, she can join us in voice. There's no fucking way I'm setting up a new layout.
We can just
She can-
put like a little sock puppet that opens and closes its mouth.
I can
and, like,
do
cats above
this.
it.
I can do this.
Oh no, Cassie!
Is she joining?
No, she just sent me a crying GIF or GIF if you're in psychopath.
And Leonie's gone to restart her
Oh
Wi-Fi.
fuck! It's falling apart. We're not
So it's
even 30
just-
minutes in.
So it's just the two of us.
All right, Max. Now that they're all gone, even though they can probably hear us on stream.
Yes. Yes. What shall we talk about?
Well, I do have a question.
Here we go.
What was the most unexpected turn of events or character choice in both out of both campaigns?
Okay. I said this off stream, but I need to preface this for everyone else. When I'm in the session, in the campaign, I'm locked in. I'm in it. I'm in it. I know everything that's going on. I remember fucking 25 sessions ago, a la 1 year ago. I'm sat here now. Robbie's asked me a question. My
You don't
brain's
remember?
not there. I don't
But
remember a
what's
single
one
fucking
memorable thing that you went, oh damn, really?
thing.
Like a player that did something.
So, in terms of like standout moments and like shock factor of someone doing something,
Mm-hmm.
even before, it's a tricky one because we've got a lot of history. We've been doing this for like 100+ hours. On both campaigns, really, if you think about it, because you got 5 hours on the Sunday campaign, which is well compacted in each session. There's a lot going on, and then some sessions there isn't much. I think that my favorite reveal that I had given you guys, because I'm very narcissistic, that's all I remember. No, one thing that I threw at you guys, which was fun, was showing you in the Still Hearts in the Sunday campaign, the bad guys that you wrote down in your backstories, all having been working together or starting to work together, and coming across that. I thought that was quite fun. just having those interactions. Leonie's like a ghost. Leonie's just gonna disappear, come back, disappear again. We're gonna be like, hello, hello. We need to get a question ready for Leonie when she said, Leonie.
Wait, don't leave the mortal plane yet.
I'm trying.
We believe in you. We believe in your internet. I'll throw you some
I
megabytes.
don't.
Take my megabytes.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean, if you could.
who is this invader?
It's me.
Oh,
Cassie.
shit.
I just got to the part where you said your favorite reveal was introducing all the villains together, and I just want to say I said that would happen, and none of you believed me. I said it would happen, and none of you believed me. Hi, guys.
Hiya. This is Cassie.
Cassie.
Cassie
You
plays in
couldn't
the
tell
Sunday
before.
campaign.
Hey.
And I wasn't invited here, apparently.
No, it wasn't that you weren't invited. It's just that we planned
I
it
looked
in
at my
RXP
phone and I saw the
management.
notification. I was like, what are they doing? And so I'm like, oh my God.
It was in RXP management. We forgot that you guys couldn't see it. And you didn't apply for
I felt
it.
so betrayed.
Oh, it's happening every week. It's happening every week. You can join next week. Stop it.
No.
Which?
Don't worry.
Anyways.
Listen here.
Hi.
Listen. Oh fuck! I did not mean to do that. Listen here. You.
No.
It's happening every week.
I'm not
If you want to
gonna-
join, then go into the fucking RXP management channel, and you'll see all the notifications there, and everything I post there, and everything I post there. And then you can actually see all the session titles before they come out. Get on my dick, Cassie.
The only way
Unbelievable.
I know what the name of the titles of the sessions are beforehand is if I look at Instagram as I wake up, because I'm like, oh, I guess that's the name.
That's very
What's
helpful.
what's within the
Excellent plug.
description? That's weird.
Excellent plug. We have an Instagram. Check them out if you want reels
Yep.
and shorts. Leonie and
Oh,
Robbie, they
God.
curate little videos of the sessions. Excellent stuff to check out. Look,
Yeah,
Cassie,
new
I've
one.
added you. I've added
Just-
you. You're
I
here.
saw that. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're here.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
She is beautiful.
Wait, did you post a new video, Leonie? That you made?
Did you already make the subtitles?
Right.
Your
Anyways,
fucking ass.
anyways, I forgot.
All
Good
good,
fucking
all
job.
good, all good.
My own recommendation.
I love how this is fallen into place. It's just fucking random shit. Can we get Frey in here as well? I'll add his little
Is he
image
online?
at the bottom.
He was online. I asked him to join, actually.
Yeah, he's dead now, probably. Anyways, what was
No,
the
he's
last
still
question you guys had
online.
on?
Ugh, so
It
lovely.
was the most unexpected, like, character choice or event. Like, did you ever, during the campaign, I guess, the question was more like a character choice or a plan or something they did that you went, what the fuck? Or like, you know, like.
I'll say another one
surprise.
that,
Uh-huh.
that isn't just me. Robbie, when you, as Ven, were in
Uh-huh.
Alexia and you were
Uh-huh.
told about Ryder note,
And you
and
straight up,
you fucking murked the motherfucker.
straight up killed that guy.
This guy was the nicest
Straight
guy in
up.
the world, and you just went, "Take me to
I'm
the
not-
favorite place, and I'm gonna slice your fucking neck open." So that was
Okay,
impressive.
listen.
I don't care if you help old ladies cross the street and volunteer at soup kitchens. I'm gonna kill you right here, motherfucker.
What is it you said to him? What is it you said to him? You said no one will mourn you when you're dead or some shit. It was
What?
something along those lines.
No, you're okay. That's
No.
manifesting. That's
He did
you
not
thought of that.
say that.
What did he
said,
say?
I wish I had met you instead of him.
That was it. That was it.
And he even
That's
told him to
completely
like
different.
imagine I'll imagine his favorite place. And to
Close your
his
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it was slightly at least merciful. It wasn't like, die.
But
Jesus.
Bobby was die.
It was before that he said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, isn't it tragic how those we care about get caught in the crossfire," or something along those lines.
I love how we're just fucking blasphemizing this. We don't remember
Yeah.
shit. Oh. It was something along those lines, though,
Something like
for
that.
sure.
Yeah.
I definitely tried to make it like twist that knife a bit more. Just keep,
You definitely did,
keep
because
twisting.
I think I was texting Leonie during that session, and I was like, "Oh no, wait, he might. Wait, what if he's chill? We could just talk. What if he's just chill?
No.
What if he's just a cool guy?"
What if this guy's just actually, my dad? What if he's like,
Huh? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yo.
hmm?
Speaking of shocking things, though, the reveal last session with Wrath being a fucking Corthaean immortal, that I
Yeah.
was not ready for at all.
We could tell.
Thanks. No, but it honestly, the way you have portrayed Wrath in previous sessions when he has been seen, you were like, yeah, he's like fucking massive. I'm like, why the fuck is he so big? And I was like, oh,
She said,
oh, it's because he's a Corthaean immortal. Of course. You're like, yeah, he's bigger than a house. I'm like, what the fuck is this dreamscape been feeding him? Who fed this guy? What has he been eating?
they watered him every day.
He finally had a shower. That's what it was.
Oh, thank God. No, but that.
Leonie, oh,
Go ahead.
yeah, that was crazy. At first I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, all right, Max. All right.
Cassie, as soon as you gave me the concept for your character, you wrote down quite a few like specifics. And as I normally do with your backstories, I go, I start adding.
Yeah,
I start
yeah.
rewriting.
Yeah, like the fucking Ben is apparently half Aasimar. What the fuck, Max?
Hey, look,
And also that the one thing I was really upset about at the moment, but I've sort of been like, oh, okay, whatever, was whenever I wrote Siren, I was like, yeah, it's just a nasty old human man, but you're like, no, he's been here since the beginning of time. He's from a different cosmos. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
I'm just vibing.
My project was supposed to just be a dick wizard, but apparently he's a part of a fucking cult that bends time and space.
Not anymore, actually.
Partially.
Not anymore. Not even partially.
Also, I would like to say this now that you're here, Cassie. We cannot kill Gil. We cannot kill Gil for the next 5 days.
What do you mean we can't kill? What do you mean we can't kill him?
It's
what do you mean we can't kill him?
It's off
what
the table.
What do you mean? Why is it off the table?
Half of Tuesday campaign dies if we do. Don't ask.
What do you mean? Hold on. Explain.
Read my last message I sent you.
I know. What did you send me?
For a little bit of context for everyone at home, these three are synonymous for having a group chat outside of everyone else, where they just talk shit the entire time. The exchanges that I've seen is literally, oh my god, no way, shit, really? Oh my god, fuck, no way. Oh my god, I think he's gonna kiss. Fuck, shit. I want to be him. I want to be with him. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Okay,
shit?
we don't talk about that.
Maybe not the last two.
That was putting us in blast, Max.
Well, hey, is it wrong?
No.
No.
It's not wrong at all. It's so
well, the more accurate description is we're so fucked. We're fucked.
Yeah, yeah, that's mainly it.
And then it's
Hold
something.
On, let me see. What's the last?
And then it goes back to fuck.
Okay. This was when was this? I think this was the last session or the session before. I think it was when I'm looking at the chat right now. I'm looking at I think this was when Fennel was in that thing with Feline, maybe? I can't recall. But it says time travel, yup, with spaces in between. What the fuck is happening? He brought some fucked up shit with him. Take a shot every time they say smell, holy shit. Yeah, this was
Fuck you.
If they say smell one more goddamn time, and then it's nah, what the hell, no touchy, and then very bad touch. I think that's it.
No, don't touch me there. That is.
But yeah, we're both like, if they say smell one more fucking time.
Oh, we're one follower away from 40 followers on Twitch. Let's go.
Holy shit. 40 followers. Then we can get what, custom emotes?
No, we need to get 50.
Come on, guys. You can do this. Get us
do
to 50. Robbie's already been making some custom emotes of all the fucking PCs and NPCs.
Yeah. Which one's your favorite, guys?
Oh, Tuco's good.
It is. I love it.
Because it's literally just him going, no.
You guys are still friends with that fucking frog?
Fuck you.
Yes, he's in our party. Look, he's probably gonna have to tell our families that we're dead.
He's got everyone's last will and testament. He's,
that's the fastest I've ever heard Max say "fuck you" to anyone.
Yeah, that's right. Because Tuco's our boy, our main
I'm
man.
gonna defend Tuco with my fucking life.
You. I know.
I love that Leonie has resorted to like nodding and shaking.
Yeah, poor baby. I love you, Leonie.
Fortnite emoting on us.
Can you give us a Fortnite dance, Leonie?
Don't ask her to do that.
Imagine they add that into Fortnite.
Leonie, I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track of how many middle fingers I get. Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, man, yeah, don't kill Gil.
Yeah, so to give you context, Cassie, Gil.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, you said you don't want context.
Well, I thought you were going to be talking about Tuco specifically. So
I was using you as a vessel to inform the audience of what the fuck's going on in one of the campaigns. Instead, I just.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Leonie, what's your most controversial moment in the campaign?
I know one.
Probably killing the snail.
I rest in peace, Chloe. Fly high. You'll be remembered.
Yeah, probably making that call of going, nah, Cal is taking that turn. That call was
That was insane.
And now his intestines are like still hanging on the mountain wall.
So, Cassie, the group had gotten some mounts to like take them on like horse and carriage, but instead of horses, they had giant slugs. Yeah, so they have giant slugs.
Smelly slugs.
Stinky, smelly slugs.
Is it snails or slugs?
I
think it's snails, no?
No, they don't have shells.
If it's a snail, it has a shell. If it's a slug, it has nothing. Go.
It's a nice slug. These things, they're slow to begin with, but they ramp up quite quickly. Like there's sleds, like sleighs.
Acceleration, yeah.
Yeah, they just get quicker and quicker the longer you go. And Leonie's character, a chaotic little gremlin that he is.
You don't need to tell me that. I'm aware.
Yeah, you can see what happened. Well, one thing led to another, and one of the slugs went splat. Leonie rolled a nat one.
Vessel.
Everyone on the car was like they got into a car crash. The car, like, fucking, it was like something out of Fast and the Furious. And yeah, the slug fucking exploded. Yeah, Rip Bozo.
His name's Gloomy.
Gloomy. Yeah, there's Steve. There's Steve, there's Gluey, there's who are the other ones?
Was it like Sticky or
Stinky?
Leonie's
looking it up. She doesn't remember. You named them. Those
are your children. But to cut the short story, while Leonie remembers their names, we got in trouble with the person who's now in charge there, and Yeah, the many things happening very long fucking day. We've been having the same day for the past 4 fucking sessions. It
That
can't
is
end.
hell. That is hell.
And then
And
to top it
we
off at the end.
basically made a fucking blood pact with Gil and Maeve, where we have to get Maeve an audience with Aiden Hassar, otherwise disintegration.
Fucking morons. Why did you do that?
Because I don't know, I was against this plan. I wanted us to fucking run away. But no, guys, let's go talk. Let's complain to the manager. God fucking damn it.
Just had to be fucking Karens, didn't you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Arnie, if
But-
you're watching this, love you.
It worked out in the end because Helen, Brooke's character, fucked.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
She fucked?
Yeah, she fucked Maeve, our enemy.
Okay, that's
But it was for the
that's
bros.
kind of cool, not gonna lie.
it was a power play for
While
sure.
she was like old, by the way, because Gil's thing
What do you
aged
mean
up.
she was old?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? What
She
does that mean?
She took the deal as well, and everyone who took the deal, who shook Gil's hand, aged. Like gray hair aged.
Yeah,
That's fucking disgusting. Okay, never mind. That's not cool at all. That's not cool at all.
What's wrong with being into gilfs, man? What the hell? You can't discriminate.
Oh, we got the names.
Let's
Louis,
not have this
Cynthia,
conversation
Ethan,
on stream.
Steve.
Let's not have this conversation on stream. Anyways, speaking we were on shocking moments, something like that.
Unexpected character decisions.
Yeah, mine was fucking Rath being Crusade Immortal, who I think he's actually Golikov, but I could be wrong about that.
You know what
Would
was
be fucking insane.
unexpected for me, and I think I've mentioned this,
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
this is more of a player character choice rather than something that happened in the campaign,
Mhm.
like plot wise. It was Sienna not standing up to her parents to defend Thorn.
Yes, that
That was very interesting. I was like, oh, interesting.
I love that.
Damn.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it too, but come on,
It was
girl.
unexpected.
I was
But it's
literally
very
there
realistic.
fighting for your honor, and then you're like, I'm just gonna stay quiet.
For sure.
Like-
I think fucking props to Leonie for
Yes.
like not like standing up and just going with the punches. That was
Mhm.
I was like, how far is she gonna go with this? Let's see. Let's see how far she's gonna go. I'm gonna call her
Leonie,
friend a
MVP.
fucking homeless. Just like her friend. Yeah. That was good. That was good
It
conversation.
was really good. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't come into play, but I was imagining Thorn and Sienna were gonna have like a big fight about it. But then other shit happened, so couldn't really get to that.
I remember you like planned some stuff as well.
I did, and looking back on it, it's so fucking cringe. It's like reading it back, I'm like, why did I think about saying this?
I didn't know how to politely tell you, Cassie, this is a bit.
Well, I found it out.
My
Well, no, I knew it was a bit much, but I didn't give a single fuck. But I was like, you know what?
Fair. To be cringe is to be free.
I think it would have been interesting to see you deliver that speech because it wouldn't have been like a one-to-one. I feel like you would have ad-libbed a lot to make it fit into the
definitely.
situation. So
Definitely.
I would have been interested to see like a Thorn standing up on the chair and just going, you, and just like fucking
Yeah.
giving them full whack. But
And I mean, there is still potential for a moment like that. I don't know when. I still have the thing saved, and I could make adjustments to it, but I don't know if that is what I'm gonna do at some point or whatnot.
when they drop the glass and then you put it in their drink
Yeah, and then they
and then
drank
he
it.
drinks it. Your face when that happened, it was just like,
It was like,
oh.
yeah. Like speaking of shocking moments, that one really just I was like, okay, this guy's a fucking freak. This guy's weird. Why are you fucking drinking broken glass, dude? Okay. I don't know what explanation you have for him doing that Just for like other than
he's
just like it
amalgam.
being a power play.
He doesn't feel pain. He's
Do they not?
well, some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them can remove the like. You could say it's like a negative to feel pain, and some of them might just go, "Look, I don't want to feel that shit. I'm gonna cut all nerve endings."
Oh, so that's why they're the way they are. Okay, so they don't feel
Perhaps.
anything. Got it. Okay, they don't. They
Perhaps.
are like actually incapable of feeling.
Perhaps.
That would make complete sense for why they treated Sienna and all their children like that.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Nah,
Because it's just pain receptors. It's not like emotionless.
If this is another
fucking have
instance-
emotions.
If this is another instance where I am right and you're wrong, God forbid.
I mean, I don't think it has anything. Like, sure, it has happened before where there are people who like genuinely in real life can't they don't have.
There's a whole
I think
movie
it's
about
some
it.
kind of
Novocaine.
disorder where they don't feel pain or they don't
Yeah.
have any like pain receptor. Like they have nerve damage and they're very afraid of raising kids because they're not sure if they can like properly take care of them. But you can. It doesn't. Sure, maybe you'll have like a little bit of a hard time, but I don't think that matters as long
You'll
as
have
you love
less
your kids.
empathy because you wouldn't be able to understand why they feel certain
No.
things.
See, the thing is, like,
And you're
I
also
feel like
a
it's
monster.
not. They don't have sympathy, I think. But empathy, you don't need to know how it feels like to understand that somebody else is hurt.
Yeah,
Sympathy
sure.
is like, oh, I felt that, so I feel for you. Empathy is like, I can see that you are in
can see how
pain
you're
or
feeling.
yeah. Like, I don't need to feel it for myself to know that you are hurting.
Yeah, it'd be,
Well,
it'd be
I
simple.
think they're just shit parents because they're shit
Yeah,
parents, not
although
because they're amalgams.
Sienna's
I
parents are
don't think
just
it has
fucking
anything to do
shit.
with that they're amalgams. I think it just has to do with like so Dane's parents are also kind of asshole parents, but they're dwarves. They're not amalgams.
To our knowledge.
Again,
Shut up.
like
Shut the fuck
D-
Okay.
in D&D, there's only like two routes you can go with parents. There's never the fucking nice parents. It's either something's fucking wrong with them
What the
or they're
fuck?
dead.
Hey, you cannot say what the fuck. You cannot say what the fuck.
What do you
With
mean?
fucking
That's adopted
Alicia's
parents.
parents.
Here we,
Oh,
here
man.
Oh,
we
hold
go,
on.
here we go.
Hold on.
Leonie.
Leonie, go ahead.
Nah, I saw it die again. I saw it die again. I'm not risking
No.
this shit.
No, come
We can hear
on.
you fine.
Yes, come on.
Also, Cassie, fucking spoilers for Leonie. Chill with Alicia stuff.
Oh
They don't
shit,
know
okay, I'm
everything.
sorry.
Should
Anyways.
hear it.
But also, never mind. Don't worry about it. But Ven's adoptive parents are perfectly fine and nice.
Yeah, but they're adoptive. They're not his actual parents. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, now we're going into it.
Where are your
We're
fucking
going
parents,
into it.
bro?
Well, that's
Where
the
are
same
your
thing as
parents?
Sienna's parents.
Why have they gone out to get
hard.
some milk and never come back? What's that all about? Why are they
I don't
not
know.
there
Maybe
for
they
you?
fucking died.
No.
But his
Really?
adoptive parents are like his true
I
parents.
was gonna
to
say
him.
that Cal's parents are normal. I mean, they
Liar.
raised Cal, but they're still normal.
Yeah, they are
Nobody's
normal.
looking at his
Nobody
version
who
of
raised
backstory.
Cal is normal. I love you,
Oh.
but you can't deny that.
I would say
To be fair, I've read the backstory and this is true.
Yeah,
I mean,
See?
they're normal parents.
to be fair,
Quote unquote.
Max, I would say Alicia's parents are normal.
Yeah.
Like they don't got any fucked up shit going on with them. They're just
But then again, what's normal nowadays? I'm kind of going to the extremes. There's always something.
Yeah.
There's always some.
I mean, but that's just like everyone though.
Yeah, but like Alicia's parents, they're like, if you look at one of them particularly, like,
Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah. But he's not like he doesn't have like any fucked up shit going on. He's just as a person.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Yeah. It's a little sus. A
Well,
little sprinkle of
well,
sus.
Thorn doesn't have any parents, so she doesn't have these problems.
And here we are with the D&D trope.
orphan rogue. Never seen that one coming.
Okay, well, no, that's kind of. She has a dad, but we don't know what his
Daddy
deal is.
dad.
Daddy.
We don't know if he's dead or not.
Voice
That's
of
a
summer.
deadbeat.
Oh, okay.
Deadbeat dad.
Yeah. That is true.
I can confirm.
Also, anyone
he's an
who's from the
absolute
Fae is
dilf.
not normal. Oh
Oh.
my god.
Wait, hold on. What just happened?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
I have an interesting question before we
Mhm.
move on to the ones that will be probably longer. This is more of a quick one. Out of all the characters, well, I
Uh-oh.
don't think Cassie can say for
Are we
both
doing?
campaigns,
Are we
but-
doing smash?
Rank.
kill?
No, oh my fucking god. No,
do
out
that
of all
as
the characters, who
fun.
do you think has the most potential to become the most powerful one out of all of them?
So who's
Ven.
going to be the Mary Sue of the group?
Ven.
No, I mean, okay,
Ven.
Thank you.
My
but-
answer's Ven.
I'm going to say Frey.
it's
That
the
is-
player, not the,
Yeah.
not the character. Just
I-
Ray.
I stand my case.
He just shows up to a session one day where he's just like T-posing, hovering, his eyes glowing, and it's like, what's wrong with you? He's like, nothing.
Ascends midstream.
Seriously.
I have been called. Oh.
But yeah, I think that's a good answer, like Fennel, because I still have no fucking clue what that guy has going on, and it's killing me.
That would infuriate Thorn so much. She would
Oh
like,
my god, are you fucking kidding? She'd be
dare
so
you.
pissed. She'd kill him herself.
I can already see it, like the end of the campaign, like you're fighting a big bad evil guy, who the fuck that is. And as you're there at the end, there's Fennel just looks at you, gives you a wink. I am the best rogue. And then he gets the kill.
I think I would tear my chest open and rip my
Corny
heart out and stop on
And
it.
he does a backflip just to finish.
I think genuinely I'd be actually upset. I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me?
Quote me on
After
this.
all this time.
What about you, Leonie? What's your answer?
If you even want to try your internet.
Oh dear.
Because
Oh no.
all right. I'll start listing, and then you like
You nod.
like you nod or shake your head.
What if
Okay.
it's delayed
Thumbs
though?
up.
Okay. Well, we'll wait. We'll wait. I'll make a pause.
Wait,
okay?
wait. Hold on. Leonie, count with me. Ready? Use your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a second delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll give a second.
And it's froze.
All right. We need to get through this language barrier.
Learn sign language, guys.
You're supposed to-
Monkey eat orange.
You know,
monkey orange
my mom
monkey.
actually
Oh my
taught
God,
me
shut
how
up.
to do like individual letters in sign language.
Okay, well, answer the questions.
Oh,
Helen. Oh, interesting.
I can see where
honestly,
she's going with this.
I can see that because I feel like Helen's the one person in all the group that is already willing to do what it takes to get more power.
risk it all. Yeah.
Or
for
like
sure.
that doesn't have necessarily many morals holding her back from obtaining
Mhm.
power.
And plus, she has the book, which
Yeah,
is
true.
literally chaos in a stick. That's
True.
dangerous. When we first did that, I introduced so for Cassie, in case you didn't know,
Mhm.
like the first thing in session 0, not even streamed, I gave them an item.
0?
I gave them an item which was the deck of many things, but in a book.
Why would
And
you do
I
that?
filled all 100 options.
Max!
So
Why did you do that?
I gave it to them, and then fucking Brooke just goes, I open the book. And it was unlocked. There was nothing like holding it back. I was like, you guys are going to get a freebie. And I was expecting this to come later in the campaign. But no, session 0, she opens it, rolls on the D100. She was the luckiest motherfucker. Helen rolled,
Mhm.
well, Brooke Brooke got a 26 or something, whatever it was, and the number attributed to a card in a deck of many things, which I think was called Talons or something. And the description on it might be Talons, might be something else, but the description was you lose all of your magical items, they disintegrate and disappear into ash. Everything that you will carry on you disappears, and you can no longer retrieve them. So if you were level 20 and you got that, all of your magic items that you were tuned to, the bag of holding that you'd have with everything inside of it, gone. They would have been gone. There could have been way options on that list to choose from. Yet, for some fucking reason, although that is probably a harsh one, at the time of the campaign, it was the best option to go for. And it was just pure luck. And
Does
it's
it get
never been
expended once you use it? In the
yeah, so it's gone. It's no longer in there. So you can't
That's
get that one
nice.
again.
Jesus Christ.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And Sunday campaign gets fucking nothing. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, dude.
Shut the fuck up.
You just bought a load of shit from Salah, you piece of shit.
It costs a lot of money.
Here's my tier list. Based on just knowledge I have so far, because I didn't have full-on knowledge from everyone in the Tuesday group. Agree with Leonie. Helen, just because she's most willing to go that far. I mean, she fucked a fucking Gelf to gain more knowledge, so I think she's ready for anything, man. Afterwards? Good question, because it's dependent. Probably. Well.
How about this?
I
Instead of choosing one person, how about we do a tier list of who we think is the strongest from each campaign, and who do we think is the weakest? Yes, right now.
Oh God.
I don't know. I don't think I could place the weakest.
That's gonna break some friendships, I think. I think it's really gonna divide us.
We're not here to pull punches. We're here
I feel like
get answers.
Sven would be on my third spot, but that's only because if he was pushed far enough, I feel like he would have the potential.
Well, I think just in general, Ven might just become the most powerful. And honestly, I'm throwing a curveball in here. Thodain could definitely be on that list because he's like a psychic. You know, he goes into people's minds, and I feel like he could have a lot of power with that.
But then again, you have a Corthian immortal in your head, so what do I?
That is true. I keep forgetting. And
your dad is a fucking powerful fae, and you're half Aasimar, so like, the fuck are you?
Yeah,
like all the OCs in 2014. It's like, my OC is half.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's Max's fault. It's his fault. He did this to me.
Wait a second. I did not add the fucking cat bit. Okay, that was you. You chose to dive into the world, not me.
You made him literally the soul of the earth we walk upon. So that's not my fault.
Dear God.
Anyways, but all jokes aside, I do think Thorn could probably amass a lot of power that she'd only directed at one person. We all know who that person is. For now.
For now.
No, but I think she just like would not want it after she gets all of her business done with like, you know, Siren, you know, taking everything down. She just wants to be like, can somebody else have this? I don't want this anymore. So I think she could be a contender, but she wouldn't use it for anything other than that.
I feel like the person who is gonna have the most, let's say, social power probably be Fennel and Helen. Because I feel like they got a lot of connections, and they're both very charismatic. And I feel like
Fennel has one connection.
Well, no, but he's gone around the world, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like a political advisor, so.
Yeah. Shit, I keep forgetting that he was a political advisor.
Also, he's very good at lying, so...
I really don't.
I feel like Helen scares people a bit. She does.
Well, Helen can read people's emotions, literally.
Yeah.
So that's quite manipulative already.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
psychopath behavior.
Like she doesn't have to roll an insight check to know if someone's like sad
just knows.
or anxious. She just is aware.
She's just
How?
an empath like that.
Subclass.
That's bullshit. That's just called autism.
I thought she was a. Wait, I don't. I'm not gonna say it because I don't like that movie. I don't. Yeah. Maybe it will be anyway.
Yeah, there's a few reasons why, but I tend to agree. But I'd also say that Sienna has a lot of potential, the same as Thorn would,
Same.
Yeah.
I was gonna
because
say.
we don't know what the past is, and they're already like leaning into paladin as well as a fighter, and that combo alone is pretty fucking beefy.
I mean, she
Um,
fucked up Korthik.
He did.
She was able to 1v1 Korthak even though he was like holding back.
Yeah.
But
I feel like
with Gormak, she was able to almost take him out
Oh
in like
yeah.
one round.
yeah. I feel like if Sienna just gets the hang of dealing with mages, it's Jover.
Well, she's already got
She does
fucking
have-
Mage Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
but it's
she
still
does-
it takes a.
we really haven't
Americans.
gotten in. I keep wanting to say we haven't gotten in that many fights though. So
No, you
Shut
haven't.
the
like
fuck up.
I've
I
realized
no,
this.
it's no. But here's the thing.
more,
Here's the
no
thing. Here's the
more.
thing. Here's the thing. No, I want more fights because like shit.
Aw, but can we
Don't
have
get me
like
wrong.
mid-sized fights, not fighting the fucking high priest
Yes,
of
of
chaos
course.
fights?
Of course, I'm not gonna be fucking insane and be like, nah, let's go over here and fight this motherfucking crazy powerful guy. No, if we have more fights like with Gormak or with even the fucking in the session before where we fought some of his people, trying to
Mhm.
find the if we had more of those fights, I think. I don't know. I want more of those fights. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
I want like mid-sized fights where we can just practice team play and spells and how they can work, because once it matters we'll know we'll have at least some sense of strategy or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think
and
that's all
as
coming.
players out of character, we'll have better awareness of all our abilities and how spells work, how abilities work, etc.
Because how many combats have you actually had? Like maps?
I think
map.
like
We hadn't had maps, but we've had like we've had.
One?
Was there a map for the one in the alley?
no, there wasn't.
No, not in the alley,
No.
no.
I don't
So
count
there was
that one. 'cause
one in
that
the
one-
alley. There was
one
I
on
think
the ship.
next one. No,
The ship one wasn't really much of a combat though.
no,
It was like a little bit.
It was just
True,
like
yeah.
adrenaline. The next one we have
Then-
the things in the sewers.
Yes, thingies in the sewers.
I think there was like
Then-
There was 2 instances of that. 3, 2. Leonie, I don't know what you're saying.
Three. There
Three?
was
had-
the
Okay.
where- I don't know if we'll count this as a combat encounter, but there was initiative when we were taking away the guns and shooting the guy who had the last gun.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
There was.
We didn't have a fight for a
afterwards-
long time after. No, because then we had to fight
No.
with Frederick.
You
Right?
had the
We
fight with
had-
Frederick. Before that, you
No,
had
before that.
2 sewer fights. You had
Yeah.
one with Cherry, and you had one before you got into the
It
belly
was
of the
3 sewer
sewers.
We
fights.
had 2 actually when we were in the sewers. We had
But
the
you
one
missed one.
with- no, we avoided one when they were sleeping when we grabbed the new gun and the things.
Yeah.
We did have a fight. No, there was 2 fights. We fought
Okay.
the mites, or the fight like the dust mites, and then we
yeah.
fought the mimic. That
Yeah.
almost killed Fennel.
In my head, I count those as one.
Yes,
because it was
yes,
one
we
map.
did. Yeah. We did do that. Yes.
I mean,
But you
it was
did fight
the same
the dust
session.
mites in the storage unit, so that was another fight. that you
Yeah.
had.
We counted that.
Okay, so you had storage unit,
then-
you had sewers, you had Frederick,
Frederick.
Cherry, then you had the jungles. I think that
yeah,
was the
we had
last combat.
T-Rex. And then I don't know if you count the Ven and Fennel thing with
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, that
Ellen
counts
Knapp.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
'cause-
those.
the
I mean, even though-
2v1.
It was there, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. I can't remember if we had Well, I'm not gonna count those.
Yeah, we've only had a handful. We
There
haven't had
was the
many.
time stop
Yeah.
thing.
Yes,
You know,
there
Yeah.
was
against the
with
time
the
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
that was a fun
wild
reveal.
shit.
That was
Dude.
unreal. No, and we had the beholder fight. The
Yeah,
undead
the
beholder.
Yes.
fight.
Like, fuck God. Okay, so we have had a few fights, but
Just
we
not
had-
map fighting.
yeah.
A handful of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the most memorable ones that I at least I liked or would like to see more of is the ones that we've had in the jungle with like Gormak and the
Mhm.
Yeah, I
little
love getting
guys.
bit into two.
Yummy.
My favorite.
If you complain like this, we're not gonna get any. We're not gonna get any fights.
Alicio, I can just like fly up in the air and be like, "Suck my dick, buggers! Try to get me from me." And then Max is gonna send a flying enemy on us next time.
He's just no. It seems to be like a
Man.
fly swatter. Just like what?
Well, in the
Smack
combat
you out of the air.
with Gormak, there was a possibility that more creatures would come in and like
Yeah.
make things just
Yeah.
fucking chaos
I think we would have died.
with the noose tails.
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't have gone just for you guys; they would have gone for everything. So
Yeah, I
it would
know.
have been an open
would've
season.
I don't think we would have died.
No,
I think
you
I
were
was
fine.
probably would have.
0.
You were the only one like fucked.
No,
Like,
Vanilla
You
was 2.
were no.
And I
You
was like
were
2 HP by the end of
yeah.
it.
okay.
It
Well,
was the
then
two of
everybody
you.
else was fine.
Thorn
I
didn't
I
take
did
any
not have a
damage.
single scratch.
How is it that Van always tanks the damage? Guys, fucking
As
get to it.
as Cassie likes to point out, Thorn never gets hit in these fights. I'm watching you. I've got you in my sights now.
Okay,
That's it.
bring it,
Okay.
motherfucker.
All right.
It's always either
I didn't like that tone of
Vanilla that
voice.
get fucking nuked, man.
Okay.
I didn't like that tone of voice.
Well, last campaign, I threw a fucking like nuke on top
You
of a city.
fucked me up, bro. You fucked me up with one guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'll
that
do it
was
again.
honestly kind of mean.
Out of context, very odd phrasing.
Yeah, but God,
Here's a
shit out of me.
question.
Yeah.
Which character dynamic, it can be PC with PC or PC with NPC, did you find most interesting, like their dynamics? Or what do you think will be some upcoming challenges that will kind of disturb their dynamic? Who wants to go
Something.
first?
Are we going for the obvious, or are we trying to look for the not so obvious?
Well, the ones that's most interesting to you, I guess.
Well, I think the Venom finale is very interesting. I like that kind of like back and forth because both of them have like somewhat of a secret that they're not telling the other. Things are becoming more open now, but there's still like that hesitance. I like Sienna and Thorn as well as a mold. It's interesting having that kind of like matronly figure, or like the helper, the support for someone who doesn't really want it. And then you have like them going, oh, but I want to support you. And deep down inside, they need support and they're not receiving it. I think that dynamic's really fun.
Yeah.
Thordain and Snowbear's fun. Just because
it's hilarious.
It always comes up with wacky sort of like, oh, we used to do this as a child. you love this.
It's never normal. It's never normal. It's always like, would I know how to operate? Because I used to operate on my teddy bear. It's like, what do you mean you used to operate on your fucking teddy bear? What do you mean?
It used to tickle. I loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those dynamics are fun.
Oh, what about Tuesday campaign?
Tuesday campaign. Having Orin as a mold for anyone is very interesting because Arne plays him so well as this very pragmatic priest follower of Moradin, and then you have him interacting with every single character who is A, jaded, or B, keeping secrets, or, C, just a fucking killer. And he's just like, okay, I got to navigate my way around all of this chaos. And I think that works quite well when you have a group filled with chaos. Alicia is probably not as chaotic as Helen and Cal, but they're definitely not as not as stalwart or like
Yeah,
a
he's
beacon
not.
as Ulrin
Yeah.
is.
I mean,
So
he's
it's
chaotic good, so
yeah, exactly. So there's a bit of chaos in there. We've not seen much of it, but for sure.
he's. I would say he's. Well, I don't know how old Ulrin is, but at least he's pretty young. He's 18.
Hmm.
So there's like he's still
A baby.
not a baby.
But he's not 18 anymore. That guy's at 70. This guy is
No, but I guess he has that bit of like childish recklessness still in him. He's not as he hasn't figured himself out yet to be as stern or like have his morals or decisions set in stone. He doesn't have the confidence, I would say, that Ulrin has.
Yeah.
He has the not the sass, but like the ego, I guess, a little bit.
Like a young buck.
Yeah. Sure. A buck.
sure, yeah. Buck.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Some other interactions that I quite like seeing. Thorn and
Go with anybody.
Thorn and Gildana's fun. I think
Yes.
that's a very interesting dynamic. Having the two of them kind of butt head to the beginning and then become more on the same wavelength, it makes sense to the characters, and having those conversations, especially in the Ash Gardens, was fun. That was interesting. A very early one, but fun. I think any interactions with the circus were quite good. Like, they were a good fold for you guys to start with, because you had Sienna and Hank was kind of like this weird sort of like introduction, and he's like, "Oh, hey." It's just like really like Sienna, and Sienna's just like, "Oh, don't worry." And then you have Dargar interacting with Ven, Celeste interacting with Fennel. It's just a real kind of like, there was one for each of you, and it just it fits so well. Yeah, it was good. I like those interactions; they were fun, and there's so much more. I'm not gonna rack on.
No, go ahead.
Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter and Ven. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Hunter and Ven.
The one nice night of his life, and
he didn't remember it.
This
God, we're gonna go. Oh fuck! I just remember we're gonna go to the circus and we're gonna. That's gonna be heartbreaking. Okay, sorry, freak out.
I will say for me, interesting dynamics. I'll start with the Tuesday one because it's shorter, I guess. Alicia and Ulrin, I feel like, will butt heads along the way.
Interesting. Aren't you both clerics?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean shit.
Very different philosophy.
Okay. No, I
Alicia is very. I feel like they have different stances on how to deal with certain situations. Like, Oren is very for it up front. You know, very. I would almost describe it as kind of like a ram approach, you know, like as in the animal ram. Well, Alessio, I feel like, is a bit more calculated. Maybe likes to try to go back, think, and then try to get the advantage. And I think that's where they butted heads last session. He didn't want to go confront Maeve. He didn't think it was a good idea. I think they butted heads before that even.
I think it's happened a handful of times, yeah. But I think, like you said at the beginning, it's like a difference in age and wisdom and just perspective of life.
Yeah. Also, I think like Alessio is currently, I would say, has more of a black and white view of people. Slightly. Like, I don't think he can see any good in Maeve or reason as to why we should work together.
Mhm.
Sure, he can like negotiate because it's like a flight or fight. Let's negotiate the best deal, but he wouldn't ever want to. He doesn't see. He doesn't understand like Richter's standpoint. Like, oh, if we can use like, no, wait, I don't want to work with a fucking terrorist. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Sunday campaign. Lots of interesting dynamics.
I
I'd
think
say one interesting will be Van and Sodane along the way. Especially if the murders get revealed.
yeah, that's gonna be yikes.
Well, it's not just the murders. It's like Ven has shadow people that he's been talking to this
Yeah.
entire time.
I mean,
keeping
at
it
this point,
secret.
everybody has a fucking person in their head, so is it even a surprise? I feel like that's the least of our problems.
Well, it's more so people know about Wrath, right? Like since the
Yeah.
outset, not everyone
Yeah,
knows
but
about
I feel like
Discord and
Thorn
Melody.
would have kept that a secret if it wasn't revealed.
No, she told everybody. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But speaking of Thordain, I think one sort of relationship is slept on is Thordain and Thorn, because it is very like kind of like father-daughter sort of, or that's the way I see it. Because I don't know why Thorn just gravitated to this sort of like more like an adult figure. And I know it hurts Leonie because
I'm literally just
I know it
watching
hurts
her.
her. I know. I love you, and the relationship between Sienna and Thorn are still strong. But I think that is a very interesting relationship that Thorn and Thordain have, because it's very like they're they understand, or hold on, they kind of have they kind of see the world the same way a little bit, where they're more realistic, while Thordain is an optimist and Thorn is a what's the word?
Realist.
Yes. So and that those are Jack's words. That's how Jack explained it himself when we were talking about them. But I think their relationship is it'll be interesting to see that develop as well.
It is fun to see their relationship, because you've got Thordain, who wants to piece all the puzzles like together and get the clear picture in the end, whilst Thorn is almost searching for the pieces and trying to figure everything out. So it's a perfect match in heaven for the two of them to be working together. But the personalities,
yeah, damn.
I find the personalities very different. I think they're just like chalk and cheese, because you have Thordain, who's like pencil pusher. Oh, I'm not doing that, mate. I'm gonna do it properly. And then you've got Thorn, who's like, I'm just gonna fucking kill him.
See, I don't think Zidane has been very like doing it by the law and like by the word of law.
He's been
all the time.
wanting to, but
he's very trying to like do things by the book.
Yeah, like the right way.
Because why else would he create like a company and have all of you work under him as like a company dynamic, you know? Like
taxes.
I have to do taxes in real life. I'm not doing them in fucking D&D. That's never gonna happen.
Please don't.
Kings,
God forbid,
and
Jack.
governors taxing their people has been a thing since forever.
If Jack tries to actually bring in taxes, I'm gonna find him.
Oh, don't need that in my life, please. Please.
No, but I feel like he does some things by the book, but some others he doesn't.
Oh, definitely.
But he does it more than everyone else in like comparison.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because they're all killers.
Like Ven doesn't.
Yeah, but Ven's
Fennel doesn't.
Well, Fennel is usually
Thorn
the first
doesn't.
one to call for, hey, don't kill them.
Yeah.
Or don't torture them. Well,
yeah.
Thadane's kind of been down to interrogations. See,
well,
Leonie agrees.
The Dane did it when we were doing the not the investigation.
Interrogation.
Yeah, the interrogation. on the ship, he at first was like, okay, I'll talk to them and I'll look in their minds, and if they can't give me the answers or whatever, Thorn, go at it. And so
Wasn't it
he
before? I swear it was before he did the mind thing. He just let Thorn. What was it? Was the kneecap or some shit? I
oh
don't
yeah,
remember.
stab in the knee, twist the kneecap. I got that from The Last of Us. But
Yeah, I think it was before he read them, and he pulled them aside later. If I'm not wrong.
I don't.
Don't
I think it
quote
all
me on
happened
that,
in
but
the
I think
same. It all happened in the same
Yeah.
space because you didn't interact with them after that.
Yeah.
Not with the prisoners, at least. The guys who were trying to blow up the ship.
Yeah.
Because he did pull one
was
guy
He did pull one of
aside.
them aside, yeah.
No, Fennel and Thadane pulled one guy aside. Fennel pulled away.
But Dane was
the
using his
other
mind
one.
tricks, wasn't
Mm-hmm. He was using a lot of his mind tricks.
Fennel pulled away the bigger one,
he? Mm-hmm.
who thought that Fennel was in on it. I believe Thadane pulled away the other one, the like smaller one who raised their hand.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know why? You know why? Because they started off with violence, and then Ven was like, "I don't think you will succeed that way. I think you need to try to give them something." And then Dipler was like, "Yes," he was there, for whatever the fuck reason. So that's when he pulled them aside because they were given the opportunity of like, "Oh, we'll give you immunity if you fess up."
And then we
Oh.
didn't at all, and they died and got disintegrated in the prison. by
I
Diplo.
wonder why Diplo was moderating this.
Makes you think.
Makes you think. Makes you think, but it's all
Sus
connected.
bitch.
Speaking of Diplo, though,
Backstabbing little hurt his ego because the teenager wanted to pickpocket him, bitch. Still don't forgive you for that. I can't.
I don't give a fuck. I cannot express how much I don't give a fuck that
Danielle.
you don't forgive me about that. Like, cry about it. I really don't fucking care. I love you, Robbie. But another dynamic that wasn't really explored is Diplor and Thorn, I think. Because I was watching back. Well, I was watching back some of the sessions, and Diplo literally revealed he had one of the same symbols as Thorn, I think, or he had an angelic symbol. And for some reason, I kept like skipping over that in my mind. I'm just like, oh, it's just some weird dude with a metal mask. Like, no, he was of angelic nature. He knew about the so I don't know. It's we gotta find him again.
You know which dynamic I wish I had more time to explore, and I hope we do. Horrivan and Thorn, and I mean Caspian, I guess. Caspian and Thorn, then Caspian and Ven as well. Which is so odd that Caspian and Ven haven't interacted much.
Well, you did.
Yeah.
I think you had the most interactions, Caspian and Ven.
Yeah.
I think, but
Like,
they
everyone
weren't,
else
like,
really didn't talk to him.
I think he comforted Thorn the most. No,
He did not comfort. He didn't do shit.
okay, attempted.
No.
Attempted to
No.
give like a pep
I am
talk to
so
Thorn.
flabbergasted at the shit he just even decided.
Okay, but let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
We know. Very poor attempt at a pep talk. But I feel like the only conversations they had was when he escorted Ven to meet his uncle.
Well, there was a few. There was the first interaction on the ship with Ven. Then in the bar with Ven to remove the ring. And then when you were having issues with Frederick, he was there to kind of ensure that you were safe, and then to the rest of everyone else. He was mainly sticking with you for the most part.
But I don't think they've had a deeper, like longer.
No, for sure. No. Because he's not really a talker though either. He's not really someone who reaches out and like shares his feelings. He's not.
Yeah, that's.
He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to. So.
It's okay. We'll break through his ice heart eventually.
If we fucking find him, we have no idea where this man is.
I hope we do find. I feel so bad if he's like dead.
This guy is so fucked.
I'm my two theories about where he is that he's been turned into just a singular brain, like that like that one girl in the laboratory, and he's just a
I
brain
really
now.
hope not.
Or I hope not too. The other thing that he could be in one of Siren's prisons, which would be probably the worst. Or in the hands of the Crimson Riders, because they said
isn't he?
he said that he was trying to look into their stuff. So
Oh my god, what's her name? The female doctor. Oh my god.
Female
is
doctor.
her name with an O? That we encountered in the one shot, the Halloween one shot.
Yeah.
I forgot. I know her name starts with either an O or an M. God, what is her name?
Oh, yes. Hold on. Let me look through my notes.
Wasn't she mentioned?
Alindera Comandera something.
Yeah, that one.
It was Oleana Comandera.
Yeah, I think she was mentioned that she was the one who wanted to capture Caspian.
Well, yes, because she had already captured him previously, and she like put him through the fucking ringer.
Yeah.
So I think that's my theory, that he's with her.
I just hope that he's not
a single
brain anymore.
We go talk to Dr. Ulbeer, and then we go save Caspian. We kind of need him. Not gonna lie, he can be very useful in a fight against a fucking powerful mage. Just you don't have your magic anymore.
What is he's such a prick.
Okay, just because he gave you a really bad pep talk does not undo the fact that he broke Ven's curse and then saved her ass from Frederick.
This is like previous. Sometimes this is me talking. This is me, Cassidy. He's been a prick. So I know he's really ultra powerful, but he has been a prick, and I don't know if I want to stand that.
Well, Ven owes him. Well, I want to say one, but probably owes him two, to be honest. So
we all owe him something. All of us, I think.
Our butt, bro.
Sucks.
Having the previous campaign as knowledge for this is fucked.
It is fucked. Because, like,
I'm glad I don't. I'm just blissfully unaware.
It's just like when you say I have a fucking Corthaean Immortal in my head, I'm not just gonna be calm about that.
Okay, well, I do know what a Corthaean Immortal is.
I know what a Corthaean Immortal.
Stop shouting.
My volume, my ears.
Anyways.
Other thing, the last thing I wrote. Well, not the last thing, but like I'll save the other one for the last.
But should we ask what Leonie's favorite interaction is?
Yeah.
Oh, true, Leonie. Most interesting party dynamic.
Or your
favorite upcoming challenges that you think they'll face.
I think, as always, that Sienna and Thorn are going to have some changes happening, possibly. But there has been steps taken to the correct direction with them opening up to each other, so maybe not. And Van and Vanilla are adorable, and I hope they actually are honest with each other and then, are happy together. Also from very early on, Gildana and Thorn, I agree with Max, that was adorable. More friendships for Thorn. And Tuesday... I really like Tuco and Helen as a weird little pairing. They're so funny.
Honestly,
together.
yeah.
It's so funny.
Word.
Just sipping tea with Helen.
Yeah. Oh wait, also can't wait to find out more what's happening with the Hazar and his two Goonies. I'm very curious what the dynamic there is because we haven't seen too much of them together. So yeah.
All right, here's some context if you're new here.
It's Rikta and the other one.
I joined
I don't remember her name.
Tuesday group a bit late, like 20-something sessions in. And every fucking session, I learn about a new fucking bullshit they got themselves into. And every time I'm like, is that all? Shut up, guess for a second.
No, I understand you. I'm with you.
You're not in the campaign.
No, but this is what
No,
happens to
listen,
Cassie in the
I
first
joined
campaign.
at the tail end of the previous campaign, and so there'd be like this new shit happening, and I'd be like, "What's this?" And be like, "Oh, you'll find out." What do you mean I'll find out? What do you mean I'll find out? Tell me. Fuck you. I understand you, but go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. What was I saying?
I couldn't
You
tell
keep
with all the
finding out
loud
new shit.
noise.
Sorry, I'm
Say.
sorry. I gotta chill out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, every time Alicia finds out about another thing or I find out about another thing they did, and I'm like, God damn it. God damn it, guys. It's been 20 sessions. What the
How much
hell?
more? How much more lore
What
do I have to figure out
happened?
myself?
Well,
Is that all? And then every time I ask, is that all? Do you have anything else to tell me? And they're like, no, that's it. And then every time next session, I found out there's one more thing.
I'm like struggling sometimes because I'm sometimes thinking you guys are theorizing and like talking about shit, and I'm like, hold on, have I told them that yet, or am I like supposed to keep this still a secret? And there's so many times where I've said like info, I've hinted at something, I fucking said it, and I'm like, which one did I hint it or did I say? Is this confirmed now? Can I just like tell them that they know this, or do I have to wait? This now I'm just playing dumb. I'm just like, find out yourselves. I don't know. Have a look in your notes. I don't know anymore.
I do have a question, Max, because
Uh-oh.
no, it's chill.
Were you around at the
So-
beginning where I said I forget everything of the campaigns when this
I
happened?
heard that, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's more about like your planning process and how you come to make these stories and add on
Oh
to
yeah.
some of the character stuff. Is there some things that at the beginning you're like, okay, I'm gonna write this down and make sure it's a thing, but then as it goes on, somebody says something that's like interesting or would totally work with either another person's story or their own, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna incorporate that.
So it's a mix of both. So at the very beginning, when you guys gave me your character sheets and your stories, I had a look at them each individually and thought, okay, this is what they've established, and what do I have to play with? What are they going to know? What aren't they going to know? I kind of picked the threads that I can play with. So, for example, with your backstory with Thorn, you kind of leave a blank sheet of who the dad is. You didn't really specify on who the dad was. You generalize the idea that wrath just happened because of an injection, and the story kind of developed from there. So I thought, okay, what can I do to kind of spice this up to kind of keep Cassie on her toes?
Just spice it up.
So from the very get-go, I'll just say this now. I wanted to develop some of the more and it's on show in Sunday Campaign for sure. The different elements outside of the gods. Okay, so other powers that exist in the world, such as Corthain Immortals, where we're showing a bit more of that side of the story to flesh out that side. Because gods, everyone knows what the fucking gods are. Whatever the fuck, who gives a shit? Corthain Immortal, no one knows what that is really. So being able to kind of lean into an element there and just putting it into your backstory, and then kind of like with Sienna, for example, having a mysterious sort of lineage and background, not know much about their backstory as well. I kind of thought, well, let's pluck at something that is of the same sort of breath. So you have an Asamar based in the primal energies of the world, and then you have an Asamar who is based in the divine blood lineage of the gods. So you're seeing like two different aspects there, and then maybe there's something else there as well, but who knows? But from the
Max, maybe there is something more.
If it turns out we're all siblings or something, I'm gonna lose my mind. Or like third cousins.
But where I'm getting with this is that a lot of the time I will lead a kind of breadcrumbs to an end, but I won't necessarily loop it. I won't close it off because the campaign's always developing. There's something you might want to change, or you go down a different path. And so it's a little bit flexible. The path I can kind of twist and turn, but I've basically dotted the path and then I basically put a line through once I'm like for certain that we're going to go down this route. So yeah, it's a bit of a mix. I've done that with every single one of your characters. So I've picked and choose elements, and yeah, slowly building up to things. We're revealing things with Sienna's background, with Thorn's background, with Van, with Fennel. Thodane, unfortunately, Jack's not been around too much. We haven't been able to develop much of that, but elements of that are kind of seen through like the dream aspect, his mind, as well as like what the fuck is happening with Snow Bear. So, you know, there's elements that I'm bringing in that are unique to every character. So I'm trying not to overlap, just so each one has a different story to tell, if that makes sense. And then it all combines together as a campaign, and we'll see how it goes.
Very, very nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sum up.
Well, that's why all of your abilities are fucking broken and don't really
Alright,
overlap. We've all got something different. So for
You have
context,
lair
people at home,
actions, Robbie.
I've given Ven lair actions. Legendary
no,
actions,
it's
rather.
legendary actions. I don't have.
Yeah, sorry. Legendary actions better than lair actions, mind you.
That's
but
worse.
everyone's received like quite a lot in the last couple of sessions, like boosted up their racial features and their backstory features, if that makes sense. So now Wrath for Thorn is slightly beefier, stronger.
He's a fucking tank, bro.
He's kind of like a pseudo barbarian in a way.
Yeah.
For Cassie to lean into if she wanted. As well with the Asamar lineage, you have that dark side, that primal energy in Thorn, and then in Sienna, you're having this more divine, light, holy energy beginning to flourish as well. And then in Van, this kind of like mysterious sort of resonance that they have control over, which has been hinted at as like their singing has caused certain effects to take place, distorting reality, teleporting, whatever it is. Same with Fennel and this kind of other dimension that's been mentioned quite a few times, and there's something in the reflections that only he sees, and his abilities are starting to almost lean into that aspect. And then you have Thodane with his mind, his mega mind brain going on full fucking kilter, reaching into different wavelengths and seeing and perceiving different things that the mind can only comprehend from an individual rather than in generalizing. Yeah, it's fun to come up with these abilities and give you guys fun, unique tools to work with, even if they are broken. Because guess what? I do the same for the enemies. So
we love having them. So
you know what's funny? When I think it was very early on, when Frey knew he wasn't gonna be there, so he handed me the sheet. So I think we knew there was going to be a fight. I was like, okay, and then I just like looked through some of his abilities before the session just so I know what I'm doing. And I'm like,
it was the swap places that you saw.
No, I saw the subclass stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what the frick?
Which
what the frick is this?
It's still a bit of a mystery.
I don't think an ambassador should have death fucking themed abilities. What the fuck?
I love that it's not been revealed what his subclass is. No one really knows.
I think it has.
But
I don't know.
Certain abilities.
On Instagram.
Yeah, maybe on Instagram. Check it out if you want to behind the scenes.
Hello, Swarf06.
Hello, Swarf.
If you have any questions about our campaign or for D&D or anything, feel free to ask. We're chatting about our 2 campaigns that we have. Currently, the Sunday one as primarily it's the Sunday play. You need DM advice, Max.
Oh shit!
You got this.
I clock out. That's it. I'm going to bed.
Well, I can give advice too. I DM. Which
let's hear it. Hold on, let me get my glasses.
I'll read it for you, Grandpa. It's okay.
Let me get my glasses. What does it say?
Every time I scroll past our TikTok or Instagram and see you in the what's the guy's name? The Halloween costume?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite.
What's the best I'm gonna assume that you meant what's the best place to put a cult into a campaign.
What's the best place? Okay, so couple of ideas. I'd say keep them where people won't realize they are. You know, like hidden in plain sight is probably the funnest sort of place you can have them, because having that cult, like people who are in this cult that you deal with on a regular, and they're like regular people, normal day, but then at night or at these meetings, they are a bit more maybe cultish and praying to demons and bleeding out. Who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows
take
what they're
into
doing?
account that it depends what kind of cult it is. You can take inspiration from real life, where there'll be
Yeah,
like
for
these
sure.
smaller communities and like villages that are kind of cut off from everything else. So it's easier to
Or
like indoctrinate people.
or Mormons.
Depends what
Mormonism is called. You can definitely take from Mormons.
everything's a cult when you really think about it.
That's
My
not-
my one that we did last campaign, which was quite fun in terms of a cult, was the idea that a community of people were stuck, isolated, not knowing. Very is it Children of the Corn? Is that the
Mhm.
is that the reference? It's going to be a cult summoning Vecna. Okay. Hmm. Again, I think in public is quite a fun one, because you can just
Yeah.
like grab people from the streets and then just like coerce them into something, and then actually it be something else, and then they're being used in a ritual.
What
Like think
Max
of
did
MK Ultra.
for it to be like a 5-session campaign. Oh, like a mini
5-session.
campaign, yeah. I mean, what Max did was a pretty cool idea in our Sunday campaign. It was a cult. Technically a cult? We're not really sure if it was an organization or a cult, but they were hiding inside of a church dedicated to another god, indoctrinating people,
Yeah.
pretending it was the goddess of luck.
Luck. Yeah.
But instead, it was these a group called the Awoken, which were like the big baddies.
Yeah.
Wanted to get rid of gods.
So,
So
yeah,
there was like hidden like symbolism and stuff across the church.
the premise was that the high priest of that kind of clergy was overtaken, replaced, or you could have them just be influenced, and maybe this was their goal the entire time, and just slowly build the numbers, either controlling or persuading people to change faith, but keeping that almost mask on, to hide the fact that you're praying to someone else, and then you coerce other people. And then it depends on what sort of belief system you're putting in place, whether praying to just anything, the powers around you, or praying to some sort of iconography. Maybe that gives the god strength, or in this case, Vecna strength. Then you can kind of just say, well, the item's been tampered with, and now everyone who praises this one god now praises the tenets of Vecna, for example. And then that leads into kind of like the who am I, what's going on, a bit more of like that interdynamics.
You also need to think about the cults. No matter how crazy they are, they still need to have like some sort of belief.
Yeah.
Like something that is enticing enough for people to want to do this evil shit. So early game, but hidden, and mid-early game, they get revealed. Yeah, I feel like mid-game is a good place to get. And, you know, it also depends on your players if they discover it.
Yeah.
Mid-game or like, you know, it all depends. But I feel like mid-game is a good idea. Maybe like session 3, they start to like piece together that, oh shit, like they're trying to summon Vecna.
Yeah, for sure. I think going along those lines of maybe introduce a character who is on the surface completely good, completely like perfect in every way, maybe have a slight few hiccups in their personality here and there, slipping, showing something underneath the mask. Third session, halfway through, reveal that, and then have them be the antagonist moving forward to summon Vecna or whatever that may be.
Sweet betrayal.
Yeah, having that build up, and then having a goal, essentially, and then that goal be the end game. So you're kind of like going in steps. You could maybe even have like a red herring if you wanted to, as another sort of like, there's a cult out there that's trying to gain momentum, And that leaves the party thinking, okay, this is Vecna, but actually it's maybe something else. Maybe they're trying to like praise to some dragon instead. And then
Or you
once
could
that's
have
been, yeah,
maybe like a very agnostic detective sends them to this church that seemingly like on the surface seems fine. Maybe he's just trying to like
try a theory.
like he has a grudge against them or something and wants to take them down. So like the party's like, okay, we'll investigate, but this guy doesn't seem like they just seem like nice people in this church, but then slowly they start to like show their true colors that maybe they're not such a nice church. That could be a red herring too.
So yeah, play around a bit with that. That's
Yeah.
I think that sounds like a good idea, but by all means try something different, try something new. There's always different ways to go about it, and just try and guess what your players want from the experience. That's the best way to do it, is find out what they're looking for. If they want that bit of mystery, if you know them as people liking reveals like that, because not everyone likes the good guy's the bad guy the entire time. So just try and find what sort of tropes you do want to lean into, and
Like,
have
do
fun
they
with
even
it.
like mystery? Maybe they just want to fight
Hack
an
and
evil cult.
slash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All depends
So-
on your players, really, and what they
for
enjoy.
sure. But hopefully that helps.
Yeah.
We're taking more questions. Hello, we have a hotline.
No pictures, no pictures.
No pictures. I want pictures of Spider-Man. Oh, why did I say that? Why did Jack come out of me for some reason? That's something Jack
You
would have
did
said.
what?
Don't take that out of
Yo.
context. I'm a taken man.
Crazy. By two.
And I
But
cannot.
yeah.
I can't tell if you're if you're referencing your girlfriend or friend. I
So
really
how do I make
can't
a
tell.
plot point to start off the story besides the cult?
Maybe have something just completely different to the cult. Have it be a quest or something that
Maybe there's like a
hints-
festival in town or something.
a festival. It could be something fun. It could be, depends what they're looking for at the outset. If they're like adventurers and mercenaries, then maybe guide them on a quest that isn't cult related, but somehow they get in contact with a member of this cult that they didn't know was a cult member. And then that just leads into kind of working together to kind of meet one end. It could be something along the lines of, if this was set in a jungle sort of like environment, and you have an explorer who is guiding the party forward on a quest, maybe that journey is to destroy another cult who is trying to get in the way of summoning Vecna.
Competitors.
Yeah, competitors. This is a stock market now. We're trying to like beat the odds and invest.
I will say though, because it's a 5-session campaign, you should probably start them off already knowing each other or already
For
being part of a group of something, just so it's easier to like stir them all together.
Yeah.
In the same place, because it can be a little difficult with just 5 sessions. If none of them know each other. That's my advice.
Yeah. And depending on how you like to play the game, whether you like role playing more or fighting more, just try and like I'd say keep combat maps like big fights sparingly. So maybe one midway and then one at the end. One really big show stop finish. And just kind of like build up to those rather than just have battle map every session. Some people might like that and that might work for your group. But from our experience when we've played, we kind of like the mystery, leaning into the role play, trying to figure out things as we go. And if there is combat, maybe just have it sprinkled in here and there, but then to have a more rewarding big old map on the table, one session dedicated to it. Let's get through this, and then going from there, really. So hopefully that helps. And well, if you stick around, let us know how it goes. Let us know how the game goes. We'd love to hear.
We're live every Monday, Wednesday, and no, not Monday. Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Robbie,
sorry.
Do you smell burnt toast? Do you smell? Is this?
I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. Hey, we reached our follower goal. Woo!
Yay!
Let's go.
Days of the week. Yay! Woo!
So we are streaming Tuesdays, Sundays. Those are our campaigns, and then we are doing a weekly discussion, which is today on Wednesdays.
The first one.
Talk everything. The first one. That's why in chat it says episode 1. It
So
probably should
you're
say
the OG.
fucking chaos.
You can say you're the OG once we're like billions of subscribers.
Once.
Yeah.
Once they
manifesting. They say I'm planning like 5 to 7. I'm assuming you meant sessions, not campaigns. 5 to 7 campaigns is crazy. I'm a baby DM. Want to make a 2-year campaign, so just a short. Yeah, I feel like if you're just starting off as a DM, it's better to do shorter.
Do short stories, and then if it does build into something, this is how like this world like started. I started this like campaign sort of setting in a one-shot. I did a one-shot which led into a 2-parter.
Really?
And then that just stemmed into a campaign because everyone went, fucking hell, we're really enjoying this. So let's see what else there is. Let's keep going. I don't know why I'm wearing these. There's no lenses in them.
There's no shot.
Honestly, I would not have been surprised if you put on like the glasses with like the nose and the mustache.
Let me get the wig out. It's just in my wardrobe.
That would be okay, sorry to divert the topic, but it would be so fucking funny if you had just like a bunch of like costume props. So whenever you
I've thought
a
about
new
it.
character, you just put on like nose glasses, then you take that off, and then you put on a hat on, and then you put the nose and glasses and the hat on.
I play different characters with each one.
I have so many plans, but I don't know which one I should do. Go with what you're most comfortable and familiar with for your first one.
Yeah.
Like, don't go too extra, like, freaking 3 billion plot line, big brain, 200. Just go with something you're very familiar with, something you're comfortable, something that you know. Like, if you watched, I don't know, maybe you're really into basic bitch answer, but like Lord of the Rings, do something that's similar to that.
Lord of the Rings is great.
Okay, I know Lord of the Rings is great, but like it's very basic fantasy. Or maybe you're really into Hunger Games, do something based around that kind of world, like maybe post-apocalyptic or sci-fi fantasy, whatever. You only did 2 sessions before, yeah. Then just stick to what's most familiar to you, I would say.
And if you're a DM like me and you like, before even like your brain's going 1,000 miles an hour and you're like, oh my God, I don't know which campaign to go for. I've got so many ideas. I don't know which one shot to do. What I typically do is I'll write a synopsis for each idea that I've got. So a little kind of like hook, a little idea of what this campaign's going to be about, the story, where it starts, what it's going to entail, whether it's mystery, horror, action, sci-fi, fantasy, whatever it's going to be. Just write like a small little, like 100 words, 50 words, whatever, to your players, and then maybe let them choose. Because it is kind of like a back and forth as well. If you're comfortable with all of these ideas and you have so many to choose from, just maybe put some feelers out to them and say, hey, look, I've got a few ideas for how this game could go, but let me know which one you prefer, and then I can tailor the experience around that, and we can work together to make a better story.
Yeah, also, I'm gonna send you a link to a YouTube channel, Swarf, that helped me out a lot with writing campaigns and stuff. He has a lot of good videos, especially if you're like really new to DMing or really new to creating campaigns. It should be that one. Recommend that you watch it. It's kind of like almost like a step-by-step guide. But yeah, that's just my recommendation if you have the time. I only have like 3 players that will play. 3 players is more than enough. My first fucking one shot was with 8 people, and that was a mistake. I mean, it was fun, but when you're new, even 3 players is a bunch. So don't stress.
I've DM'd a lot of times for one person, and I find that is quite gratifying. So I think the less players, almost the better sometimes, because you can have that more personal touch with them. Yeah. So 3 players, go for it. That sounds perfect for like your first.
Should we eliminate some people from our group?
No comment.
Get out of here, Kat. Okay.
You heard him, Robbie.
No, but I feel like 3 to 5 players is like the golden ratio.
Yeah, for sure. I think it depends the medium that you're playing as well. If you're playing online through like Discord or whatever, it can be very tricky having a lot of people. if you all know each other and it's like this big communal thing where like 6 or 7 of you come together and like you're all talking like you all know each other well enough that you're comfortable in that space, and maybe like 2 of you would just be hanging out eating snacks whilst everyone's getting nitty gritty with it, and then they only play as like during the combat areas. That's fine as well. You got to find that happy medium with what you're comfortable DMing with and what your group has kind of has a dynamic in, because every group's going to be different.
No, that's not our channel. That's somebody else who I just like to watch for DMing advice or like
Robbie, do the
fantasy
thing.
world building.
Do the thing.
But we do have a YouTube channel,
Do the
Rolex
thing.
Play, and
Press the
Instagram and
button. How'd you
TikTok.
do it? How'd you do the bot? The auto ad?
What?
Who we are? Do it.
I forgot the command.
No! Why am I wearing these glasses?
I forgot. Hold on. No, I'm not even logged into our Rolex Play.
God damn it.
We're professionals. We're professional.
No. But
We
I think
are
you have
not
a
professional.
link down and like
Professional
about
dumbasses.
us. You can go to our socials and follow us there if you want. If you prefer to watch streams on YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube. I'm not
Every
fucking
time
British.
Cassie's here, I just have this a small British man. Just
I don't even do it. I don't even do it as much as I used to.
Good lord.
YouTube. Tuesday. Today's Wednesday.
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry. I'm British. I can do these things.
Next campaign, I'm gonna do like a heavy Slavic accent. Okay, not Russian. I'm just gonna.
No, that was so Borat. He just did a Borat impression.
Don't make me for the
Don't
next
start.
Halloween dress up as Borat. I fucking will.
No. No.
And I don't know if I'll be in the green G-string or if I'll be.
You will not be in the. You will not. No, that's not Twitch approved.
Well, then I will.
This is derailed so quickly.
Then I will wear the grey suit. Then, if that'll work.
As soon as we bring up Borat, Max just goes off the fucking rails.
Oh.
Oh god, there's currently a meme happening because
memes.
to not go too political
Uh-oh.
but they were interviewing some of the anti-protesters or whatever in English, and their English was so bad. It was so bad that one of them was like what was it? It was like they combined a Serbian word with an English one, and it made absolutely no fucking sense.
In either language.
Yeah. It was so stupid. They like couldn't make 2 sentences without adding in a Serbian word in there. I believe it was like they tried to say totally, and I don't know if their brain lagged, and they like combined the Serbian word along with the English word.
What's the Serbian word?
And it was like verovatloli. It turned into that, and we were like, what the fuck did you just say? Which, to be fair, when I'm speaking to my friends, we do like mid-sentences switch to English and Serbian, but it's not like combining the 2 words. It's like going, in the shopping center, I want to go buy a shirt. And it's, you seamlessly go between them, but it's not verovatloli or whatever the fuck he said. Because verovatno means probably or might. I don't know, man. English is, fucking... Oh, wait, no, I don't know the English word for this now. Fuck.
Hard.
Is there an English word for this? No, there's something we say in Serbian. It's misa naimenica, which is like a mind noun. So it's like things that are nouns that aren't objects or physically in the world or anything. So when you do say it, you kind of also mean like that doesn't exist to them. It's an imaginary thing to them.
We've gotten so off topic.
Anyways, Serbian lessons.
Forget about Duolingo. Here we are. You can learn Spanish from me, German from Leonie, Serbian from Robbie, and English from Cassie.
You can learn all the English curse words from me.
Oh my god.
Like those are hard. I feel like everyone knows English swear words.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I'm still useless. What's the next question though?
I wanted to briefly mention that we will be redesigning our logo, so that'll be interesting. I was supposed to be drawing it today, but today was Arm Day, and I
don't show off
cannot
your guns.
No.
I get it. Twitch and YouTube don't allow weapons
sleeper
on.
build, you know.
They don't allow weapons on camera. Shut up.
But no, I can't fucking lift my arm too much to the screen. So yeah. Truly better than the lingo. Thank you, Swerve.
Guys, I've noticed, like, watching our streams, sometimes I'll watch them. I won't listen to them because I cringe. But I'll watch them.
Fair.
And I can't stop fidgeting. I can't stop touching my face.
Same.
I can't stop, like, leaning forward and, like, being out of cam. I'm, like that, leaning into the microphone. I'm constantly like rubbing my mouth. I'm like biting a pen. I'm like rubbing my hair. Like, look at my hairline. It's going to be going if I keep doing it. And it's just constant. I'm like getting up off my chair. I'm like,
I want to say, I noticed whenever I first joined this group, I noticed I was looking back at the sessions. I was like, man, I'm touching my face a lot. I'm touching my chin, like touch my lips. I gotta stop that. And so I bought a fidget toy.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
I said thank you, Swerve, because they followed us. And
yes, thank you, Swerve.
Thank you.
Thank you, Swerve. We will pray to you. Pray to your cult, your Vecna cult.
Okay.
Yeah, you can name like the 3 cultists after us or 4 cultists after us.
Can you add us, please? Add us as NPCs.
I'd like to opt out. Anyways,
I want to die. So let that happen. Let me be one of the sacrifices.
Anyways,
in a video game.
Oh.
But I literally bought like a fidget toy because I'm like, oh, I'll play with this while I during the sessions. I haven't fucking touched it in years. It's still on my desk, and I'm actually playing with it now. But I don't touch it at all during the sessions because I don't think about it. I'm either too focused in the story or it's like you don't even think about it, you know. But then you watch yourself and you're like, oh, and Leonie has one too.
There is sometimes where I lock in and I'm like paying attention to what's happening, especially if it's like something being revealed or character stuff, and then I'm emoting.
Yeah, I see you emoting a lot. You and Leonie are like the biggest.
Yeah. No, it's not even that. It's like everything.
Eyebrow raise.
It was when I went away for like 2 minutes to fucking grab an apple or whatever, or go to the bathroom. I don't remember, when Leonie was fighting Korthak, and I come back and like I'm trying to figure out what's happened. And then I hear like doing CPR and I'm like, what the fuck? Like you can see me mouth, what the fuck happened? And then Frey sees it and laughs his ass off.
What I do, honestly, I sometimes, if I'm like, it honestly helps me focus sometimes, but I'll literally just play a fucking game on my phone. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'll be playing like some sort of block arranging game or like some Sudoku puzzle. And you could just see me, I'm like looking to the side. I'm on my fucking phone. But then I'm literally on my fucking phone. It's not that I don't care about what's happening right now. It helps me focus on the words. It really does. You know, it distracts me, but not to where I'm not listening. You know what I mean?
Like when I'm not having like running the sessions, even playing a game, I'm like fucking fidgeting constantly. I think it's because my brain's just like fucking working at overdrive, and my body's like just doing its own thing. But normally outside of this, I don't fidget, I don't mess around, I don't like start grabbing things that I don't need to grab, unless Frey's there. Like, it's just always the same.
I'm gonna need to take a little break because I gotta give attention to my dog, but you guys keep going. I'll be back.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I wasn't gonna reveal this, but during the session sometimes I can't focus if my hands like aren't busy, so that's why I fidget. But at some point I started drawing the characters and the people, like quick little like 10-second doodles of you guys. There's some of them. Some I will show, some I won't, because they didn't turn out great because I'm not looking at the paper while I am drawing. But I can show you guys at some point when I do a couple more good ones. But there's one of Jack that turned out pretty good.
Every time, fucking Swarf said it so eloquently. Like, Leonie body is 45 seconds behind. And every time you see she emotes, and then it's like frozen, and then she goes to another emote, and then it's frozen. It's okay, Leonie, we love you, it's fine, don't worry, we're glad you're here. Don't be embarrassed.
Oh, Leonie.
Oh.
And then I just sometimes draw random characters, random people. But I do fidget a lot. Like, I notice it's like Leonie and Frey, and I think Jack, who are like, you know, normal still, looking at the screen, and then me, who can't fucking calm down for 2 seconds, constantly moving.
And me like
at
this.
At least you're most of the time talking, and so I assume that what you're doing isn't character. So.
Most of the time, yeah. Most of the time, like getting into. If I'm playing an evil character, I start going. I start looking down. I start getting like growling. Just yes. I don't want to emote, and that's really hard because I'm like that every time. I look like a fucking meth head. But yeah,
I sent
Leonie.
little doodles.
Leonie, say something.
Oh, we lost her.
Leonie.
Spamming the emote button. Yeah. Cassie's speaking to us in hieroglyphics at this point, man.
The doodles. Do you want me to share them on stream?
Sure.
Okay, let me see if I can do that. I need to have like a doodle screen.
We have like during the stream, while we're streaming, there's just like a off camera of me doodling, like the top down view, like a fucking Subway Surfers. Diggle, 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 pay attention. Diggle, diggle.
It's so fucking funny when, like, we during the sessions we just start sending memes to each other.
Yeah.
And it's so distracting.
I think you can see most of the time me and Leonie texting and me texting Frey.
Yeah. He just starts laughing.
Yeah.
I see the same thing. I'm like looking over, I'm like, no one said anything funny, but Frey's like gone from like paying attention to the what's this? And he just like starts laughing like a madman.
Yeah.
Classic like dad behavior. I love it. That's my dad.
But you said we lost her. Her head bugged out. Oh God, Leonie.
No. Leonie, speak.
Speak. Tell us you're still with
Speak
us.
to us.
That's a good idea.
No, it's working. It's working.
I blame the pictures because my laptop is trying to download those. It's not going well.
Oh dear.
It's okay now though.
Yeah.
Like we can hear you okay.
Oh. Why did you say that? Why did you say that, Max?
I'm sorry.
You jinxed it. Okay. Oh.
Here we are. Oh fuck! You can tell who it is.
I'm back. Wait, what's this?
You can tell who it is.
Great.
Frey.
Oh, what the fuck? No way you did my man's dirty like that. What the
Oh my
fuck?
God. He looks like Walter White.
That's fucking Heisenberg.
You guys are so mean.
so
I'm never sharing my
mean.
doodles with you guys ever. I
That's
wasn't
so
looking at the
mean.
paper. It was a 10-second doodle. Give me a break. Mr. White. Fuck you
Mr.
guys.
Walter White.
Hey, yo, Mr. White.
Make him look like Walter White.
You know what? You're never
my
getting
God.
doodles of yourselves ever again. Fuck you guys.
Oh my god.
That was
Cassie,
personal.
Cassie,
That was
wait.
personal. And I
Wait,
shared it with you
Cassie.
guys.
Oh my god.
Cassie, wait.
That's that's awful.
Why? You guys
your
are so
art-
mean.
God.
There you are.
Friend, this wasn't sketch. This was with a permanent marker. Immediately. I can't really undo mistakes.
God. I'm gonna make that my token on on Foundry.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
the
So
God.
mean.
spirits.
No, I'm gonna make that my Discord profile picture.
Oh my god.
Well,
Oh,
just so you know,
geez.
there's a picture of Thor in there too.
I saw it. It's good. It's just
Oh.
it's we're not saying your art is bad, Robbie. It's just these are so specifically cursed.
It's so fucking cursed.
Fuck you guys.
I love the Heisenberg one.
It's
It's not my fault he looks like him.
oh, oh.
Jack. If Jack watches this, he's gonna be so upset.
It's gonna be.
so upset.
But he looks so fucking cool though. Look at it. It's like an anime
Yes,
character.
I know. He looks great.
And then Cassie looks like the innocent one who's like.
Eskimo. I look like a fucking Eskimo.
Oh,
Look, you're always so far away from the screen. I can't see your fucking eyes.
oh, I love it. I love the idea that Thodane is Mr. White and Snow
Oh,
Bear
God.
is Jesse
Jesse.
Pinkman. Hey yo.
Well, on the topic of my art, thank you
Ugh.
for surrounding me in it like a circle of shame.
I need Snow Bear to say like bitch like once. Like just how Jesse says it.
Bitch. No, I can't do it.
Open the fucking box, bitch. You know, like something like that.
When I was drawing orcs, I unconsciously drew my auntie. That
Oh god.
I
You
was
drew your
gonna say
auntie?
valid.
Oh yeah, it's Wolf.
What?
Oh. Oh my god.
Anyway, what I wanted to ask
That
was
gave me a headache.
which artwork that I've done so far is your favorite?
Oh.
Honestly,
That's
For
not the
me,
character portraits.
Oh,
yeah,
I
no.
thought you were
God.
saying that these are the character portraits.
So the ones I did recently, the ones we use.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about the art you've done of the campaign in general. And the doodles and stuff.
Yeah. I'm just talking besides, like, not including the character
Okay.
portraits.
Oh,
which
okay,
is my
gotcha.
favorite.
I'll say my favorite is probably the one you did for my birthday. Because first of all, it was a gift. It was such a gift waking up to see that when we haven't even really played the characters, or we played them for for session 0 and 0.5, but other than that, we haven't really gone into them. But that was really special, and it was like, she's actually badass. Oh, that's really cool. And now she's just a fucking nerd and just very sad.
Aren't we all?
But, I mean, that's what the name of our party should be. Sad nerds.
Oh.
Well, Ben's not a
really
nerd with
indie.
that intelligence score.
Okay, sure.
Anyway, Max.
I quite like the trio one you did, the evil trio. Like the
need to
little
finish
yeah.
that was fun. Like seeing the three of them, like it was fucking gangster. But I think the little silly ones that you do are like the best.
Yes.
Like the ones that capture the
Yeah.
chaos of like the sessions, like the little chibi ones, or you know,
Yeah.
they're all done in like a
animatic.
little. Yeah, exactly. Even the silly ones like the one that you did with Wrath recently, where he's just like, just laughing.
Yeah, I
That was-
love that one.
That was great.
You're gonna tear your
I really
face
like the
up doing
little Van standing
No,
over
I
a corpse
won't.
just going teehee.
Yeah.
The teehee murder.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
one's so
yeah.
cute.
that. And I know this
Thank
wasn't
you.
part of the campaign, but the one you did of my book characters, that one was really cute. with
Oh, yeah.
with the
Broker and
Celeste.
and it's these.
I think
Uh,
out of
But
all,
also, the
Yeah.
alien stage art that he did for Ven was Ice Ivan. That was just fucking
I
cool.
don't even know if I sent it in the server, that one. I don't think I did.
I think you did.
No, I sent it in the other server that you're in with my friends.
Okay, never mind.
I can send it. Why not have it be this? I feel like the art channel is just
It's
me
just you,
saving
'cause
my art.
Nobody
This is
nobody
how I
else
send
can
my art
draw.
to my phone.
Because nobody else can draw.
Brooke does.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
a single one of her arts in this.
Yes, you have at the
Uh,
beginning.
They posted some of their stuff. Not a lot though.
But what were we gonna
Okay,
say, Max?
though.
I think we can all agree. I think this is a unanimous agree that the
Mhm.
best character art that Robbie has done is Snow Bear.
Yeah.
I feel like Snow Bear is
Yeah.
just the fucking cutest thing. Very simple, very sort of like just a
It
literal
captures
teddy
the
bear.
stuff- well, yeah, it just captures the essence of like a child's toy, you know?
It's just so cute.
It's adorable.
Thank you. I've
No
put a lot of
edge.
effort into making him soft.
Very, very soft. Very cuttable. And yeah, just nailed
Right.
it. And the little
I-
tucks as well. Very good.
Yeah. Thank you, thank
His
you.
little magnifying
did,
glass
like-
with his hat.
And his
drawing.
eyes say so much. They're like,
So much, it's so little.
oh,
I
it's
did
so
like
good.
the little drawing I did of Van and Fennel hugging. That was very.
Mhm.
I need to
Lots.
do
Lot
like
of
a
them are
proper render of Frederick. I don't have.
You had
simple-
old ones.
Yeah, but that's not even a render. That's more just like flat shaded, to be honest.
Fair.
There is one with him and Van, but I want like a portrait like we did for the.
There's
Oh,
still
but
a
I wanted to have
few.
three of them.
There's still a few NPCs that I had Robbie commission that I've still not shown people. I'm just sitting on
True.
and waiting.
But
And
can
I'm
you show us
scared.
now?
I'm very scared.
I'm scared.
Can you show us now, though?
No.
Please?
Okay,
Oh.
Yay! Yay!
I'll show you. I'm trying to think of which one haven't you seen? There's a few.
I know I've shown. I've asked you, and I've shown some people some of them.
Yeah.
Have they seen?
I can't see them. That's just bullying.
You can't see them. Oh, because you're not watching stream.
I'm trying to
I
think. They
can't even
haven't
see
seen the ginger.
Are they not?
No, because he hasn't been brought up at all.
He's
I
in the
don't know.
Tuesday campaign.
He,
You've not come across him because you weren't there for it.
well, I don't think they've seen it. I don't think you've sent it.
No, I don't think I have. I've been saving it.
Well, have they met it?
Yeah.
Then what the fuck? Why not show them?
Because it's quite on the nose,
Ah, I see.
you know.
I see. Mhm. Oh, they've seen Aiden in quotation marks.
Yes.
Have they seen the doctor lady? Scientist lady?
No. I'm just gonna have a quick look through them. The Triton Queen was good. I like that. That was
Yeah.
very kind of like
I did
poppy.
like the wizard bug guy, the cursed
Yeah.
horse.
I don't know if has that one been shared.
No?
I don't think so either.
No, I've not seen Coral.
I've not seen Coral
I think that's his
Shazad.
name.
I swear
Oh
I've
my-
shown
Yeah, that
Maybe
one.
I mentioned that I drew him.
Maybe, yeah, send them through.
Sure thing. I do like the portraits I did, the new portraits, though. I think it was a good decision to redraw everyone.
Yeah, sure. Especially with like evolution over time, right? They gain new things. They look slightly different. Like
Thorn has actual fucking hair now.
Thorn's like completely different.
Oh yeah. That's what my kind of goal was from the beginning of the campaign, where it's just like she's just completely flipped. And something that I had seen that I wanted to incorporate was in Avatar: The Last Airbender. They showed us story through Zuko through his hair, because at the beginning he
Yeah.
was just bald with a ponytail, and then they cut it off
hmm
to all that stuff. So I wanted to try and incorporate that to be like, yeah, as she grows, she may be getting better with her hair growing, and then she might cut it all off again. Who knows? Whoa. But yeah, I want Thorn to be completely different than what she started out as.
Which I was surprised by, to be honest. There he is, little
There's
bug
Kirill.
man.
Little bug man.
Character you can see in the Tuesday campaign. He's a fucking interesting one. Very powerful, different. Yeah.
He's great. We love him.
I haven't
But
met a guy.
what were you saying, Robbie?
What
Surprised
was I
that
saying? Huh?
surprised that I made Thorn have hair.
No, that you wanted her to be like a different aesthetic than what you started off with. Like I was surprised by the greens and stuff like that. I thought you were
Well,
gonna keep her like the very edgy
I didn't
gray
think
and
about
black.
it at first, because when I started thinking about her colors, I was like, oh yeah, black and red. But then Jack was like, no, I have the black and red colors. I'm like, okay, I guess I have to choose a different color. So
Bro,
he
copyright claimed colors.
he
What
really
the hell?
did. He really did. He was like, well, I have a red tie and a black outfit, so I am the red guy now. I'm like, all right, sure. Sure.
Could have been the black
So
and pink gal.
so I didn't want to be Blackpink because I know that's like a K-pop thing, so I tried to avoid that. Um so I was like, okay, fuck, what other what other colors are there that would actually go and fit with Thorn? And then I just thought about, the color green. I was like, you know what? She would really like the color green. Um
And then there's just
'Cause it's
them
like
and Mel who are both blue as fuck.
yeah, but I think I think green is just Thorn's favorite color, really, because color of the trees,
Mm.
color of the grass, all that stuff. So,
I
but
thought you
yeah,
were gonna maybe go with something more akin to like the tiger's color, so like black and white along with the pink.
I mean, maybe we'll have to see how it
She
goes
can
because I
always
don't.
change her outfit.
Yeah, she can always change her outfit, but I think
uh,
Thorn has a lot of opportunity to do a lot of different things, um, and a lot of outcomes could
was
happen.
like,
So, what
sorry.
the heck? Um, so I'm curious to see how she develops, like, with her hair, with her clothes that go along with the story. So, because I think I changed to the green. No, I remember actually one of the reasons why I started changing into green was because Thorn had given Gildana her bandana, and
hmm
so this was sort
Needed
of like
something
Mm.
else.
yeah, it's sort of like a one-off thing. But Max, I think you had said that the bandana you pick up is green, and I was like,
hmm
oh shit, okay, green bandana, and then I was like, hold on, green. And then it sort of went into that. But I think that's where it really started.
Yeah, makes
But I love it.
sense. See, I need to stop myself from giving my
Mhm.
characters 50 billion different outfits during a D&D campaign.
But it's fun.
Yes, it is. I know. Do you know how many documents I have that you guys have not seen of Ben's different
What the
outfits?
hell is that?
Yeah, I'm asking the
What?
same question.
Who is that?
I have
Who
a
is that?
suspicion as to who it is, but I don't want to say it.
Fucker got wings? What is that?
Kind
That's
of.
Aiden Hazar, quote
Oh.
Yeah.
unquote. Aiden.
That's the leader, the boss of the Tuesday campaign.
Yeah. Our main man.
Yeah.
That Alicia hasn't met yet and is gonna have
Wait.
a very strongly worded
Who-
message
no.
for him.
Hold on, Leonie.
Yes. Go for it.
Oh.
No, who did you show before? I didn't see.
Oh. Do you want me to send it through Discord or that lag you the fuck out? I'll do it through here if it's better. There you go.
Yeah, should be.
Show.
Oh.
Mysterious
Oh.
lady. Have a nice night, Sword. Thank you for joining us for a little
Thank
time, and I
you.
hope you
Thank
come
you,
back
Swarf.
and hang out with
Bye.
us more. Bye bye.
We look forward to being cult members in your Vecna cult.
Yippee!
We look
Have
forward to
fun
being
with that,
cult members and there.
and
We
let
look
us know how it goes.
We shall praise the one Lord Vecna.
You can see it, but I'm saluting too.
I'm not.
Oh.
Sinners.
Start doing the
Sinners.
Halo
I
singing.
haven't checked YouTube chat. Oh,
I've had it open. Don't worry.
okay. Thank you.
I've had it open.
Dankeschön.
So we'll probably do a couple more questions if anyone's around and want to ask some questions before we head off.
Oh,
But
me.
go for it. What question do you have? What question do you have?
It's might be a long one, but I guess you guys will have to sum it. Yo, what the fuck?
Yo.
Really, you wanna go? You wanna go, bro? Oh,
Let's ask the
let's
fucking
go, let's
question. Let's
go.
ask the
Fucking
fucking question.
Okay, hold on. There we go. I'm back. Basically, it's more of like I guess a bigger question is thoughts on each of the characters, but in a sense of like how it changed from like the first couple of sessions to now. Like your thoughts, impressions of the characters. Tuka, my beloved. Sorry. Yeah, put him right next to me. Oh, my beloved. I'm leaning on his little leaf.
Why is your pit so smelly?
Okay.
Yo, what the fuck?
Stinky.
Finish.
Your mama
finish.
stinky.
Hey, she's dead. No.
Yeah, from her stink.
No.
Those are fucking children.
No, but yeah, that's the question. Essentially, thoughts, opinions, impressions of characters, like compared to now versus the first couple of sessions.
I don't know.
Bitch.
I really don't.
I'll start. Okay, since we don't have any volunteers.
We have no alphas. Help.
Yeah. I'll be the Sigma Alpha Chad. Don't worry,
Okay,
guys.
I'm done.
I'll serve a Thorn. Why
Turn this
not?
question, then I'll leave.
Thorn.
Mhm.
I feel like changed in some ways, but for the most part, I feel like in my mind has stayed the same. Like you very made it clear what the character wants to do. I found the Fae thing very interesting. I didn't expect that.
Me
I didn't
neither.
expect the Fae stuff at all.
Me neither. Same boat there.
Yeah, I think she's slowly maturing, especially now with finding people who knew her family before everything happened. Like she's exploring parts of herself that are unrelated. I love that you're just adding in art everywhere now. but she's
I've gone
explaining
mad with
Like a
it.
child
Sorry.
putting
Poor
stickers on his
Siren, you know?
notebook.
She's explaining who she is outside of Siren, so I think that's very
Yeah,
interesting
because
because
I mean,
it
it's
kind of
all
occupied a lot of her thought.
Max. Are
personality.
you fucking 5?
That stuff does look kind of crunchy, though. Not gonna lie.
It's like a lollipop. Wait,
That's
where's it again?
disgusting. Give it to me now.
Sienna, pleasantly surprised, I guess. Or not surprised, but like, it's nice to see her slowly gain more confidence and more courage, and like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the whole thing like she'll help when if he asks, and I was like, that's we love that. We love that for Sienna. Very very dear to my heart. I wish her and Van talked more. I feel like they're becoming friends really quick. I feel like they just have a mutual understanding. So Dane, we haven't seen much of Jack recently,
No.
so I can't say much. But I was surprised by, like, I guess the fatherliness towards Thorn. I
Or
thought
like
they were gonna
the
have more of a
yeah.
brother-sister dynamic, but
Well, that's how Jack sees it. that is, he said like Zodane sees Thorn as a younger sister.
yeah, I guess when it's still like a younger sister, then there's still that like sense of responsibility.
There's a familiarity or familial sort of bond that they have, no matter what it is.
Yeah, like that kind of little, what's it called? Like playful fighting and stuff. For
Teasing.
now,
Yeah.
teasing. For now, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I knew, all right, and this was from like session 1. I was like, there's something going on with this motherfucker. I don't believe that he's just some guy. And then everyone was like, no, like Frey just makes like these chill guy characters. Like I wouldn't be surprised. And I was like, nah. There's
What was the running theory? The running theory was he was like some prince that ran away.
Yeah.
It
Was that the theory?
I think that was the
Mhm.
first one, and then afterwards was he is hiding something. Like he's a
Yeah.
bigger part of something regarding the Tritons. He had a bigger role. He wasn't just some random ambassador.
And then it became when Fennel had that talk with Kayak or
governor.
whatever her name is.
The governess. Yeah.
yeah, the guy.
Yeah. I was actually looking back at the old group chat that we had, and it was a lot of like, so they did fuck. Did they fuck? Who fucked who? It was
That was the one. Yeah. I remember
yeah,
that.
because it was like,
that.
did he fuck the governess? Did he fuck Gil? What's happening? Did they all
Was
fuck
it a
each other?
poly couple? What happened? But
Yeah, so that's honestly still my running theory.
I mean,
y'all.
Until proven otherwise.
Hey, look, guys, under the sea, what happens there stays there. You know?
Yeah, they have their socks on under the sea.
Ugh, that's awful.
Soggy sock. No thanks.
Why would they even wear clothes in the water?
We're not
Like,
going
why
to
don't-
the
why- hold on,
city.
wait a
We're not
sec.
going underground. We're not going underwater to their cities
Wait,
if that's how they
wait.
think.
Why don't we wear clothes?
Because of
we-
arbitrary rules of we can't see our naked bodies in this.
Because Adam and Eve bit an apple, and then they were like, naked, and then they put clothes on. That's what happened.
Yeah, essentially. Anyways,
That's the Bible.
Surprised.
Oh.
I feel like surprised at how much he cares about others, because I wasn't sure at first what kind of personality he would have.
Motivations
Fennel.
for Fennel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
motivations, and then he turned out to be kind of actually maybe not like outwardly with everyone, but he is very caring.
Now,
about everybody.
Robbie, lay it down on us. Is that hot or not?
Of course it's hot. What the No,
I'm just-
I want my men emotionless, heartless assholes.
Just
yes.
checking, just checking. Just checking. You're the one who wants to fuck him.
Frederick.
Yep.
Sorry.
Freddy.
All right. Speed round with Tuesday campaign. Because I haven't known him very long. I didn't expect Olren to be so
Like that?
No. Strong, I guess. So confrontational, I would say. Instead of instead of de-escalating, he fucking starts escalating, and Alicia's just like, oh, maybe don't.
This guy's not scared. This guy will fucking confront you. He's gonna be like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not having it. I'm gonna stay here.
Very much like a
Maybe
hammer,
you should
know?
consider having it.
Helen didn't. I didn't have much expectations going in because I didn't know her character very well because it's the one I least heard about before going into it. Was surprised by the lack of morals. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? Hey, okay. You know what? I wasn't familiar with your game. Go on. If I say something, I feel like I'll be a hypocrite considering what Van has been doing. And Cal, I always knew he was gonna be chaos incarnate. One thing I told Leon is I didn't expect the cowardice part, which made him more interesting to me. I thought he was gonna be like very like, yep, I did it. What you gonna do about it? And then it was more like, hey, sorry, please don't kill me. And I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
It's like things just happen around him. It's not because of him. They just happen. They just seem he's just always in the bad spot.
What's
Okay,
the law?
Leonie differs.
Like law of the universe or something. It has a name where like if something
Cause and effect.
No. It's the if something can go wrong, it will go wrong.
Oh yeah.
It's
What is it, Leonie? I'll look it up.
Murphy's. It's called Murphy's.
Yeah.
Murphy's Law, yeah.
Surprisingly enough, that is Cal's middle name, Murphy. Calameus Murphy Bakir.
Wait, really? You're not making that up?
No, his name is Emmaus. His name is Cal, and then the dot, the line, something, Emmaus Bakir. His middle name is Emmaus. His middle name is
Okay, I had to make sure.
Fair enough.
Calameus.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now somebody else go.
Expectations, what I expected from the group. I don't want to answer this.
Maybe
I feel like I'm going to be in jeopardy.
Like first impressions, more like.
Yeah.
First impressions of
The
like player characters. First impressions. I've gone over this quite a few times, and I think my answers always kind of stayed the same. I feel like
comparing it to now.
Yeah, comparing it to now, I think the person who's changed the most, ironically, is probably Thodane. I feel like Thodane, from initial conception of what the character was very bang, 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 we're doing it, bang, bang. And now he's like more laid back, more analyzed from afar, rather than get in the mess, plan ahead. So I was quite surprised that he took such a shift of character in that regard. Fennell was very quiet at the beginning. Now he's starting to open up a bit more. Same with Thorn. It was funny at the beginning how Fennell was very fish out of water sensibilities and a lot of fish-based jokes. Now we've seen less of that. I think that makes sense, like in character-wise, because like he's now more used to you guys and he's more kind of tuning in to your level of thinking. So I think that's fun from like a role-playing perspective. Then I knew the background of what they were going for, this kind of like line, and seeing how that has taken place throughout the sessions is very kind of like, nom, give me more. Because I'm playing with that idea very hard. Like the whole fucking Ricker thing on the airship, where you were like, you ran into him by coincidence. I'm like, yeah, coincidence. Uh-oh. What are you gonna do about it? Do something.
And
Do something. And
just
then you
straight up,
did it.
I drop him.
And then you did it.
Like,
Did you think I was gonna do it, or did you think I was gonna?
I had if I were to put a percentage on it, I was thinking 75% you would. 25% I don't think you would. And you rolled for it as well. So I was like, shit. To put it on a roll, that's like really putting your hands in the dice, you know? Because you did a private roll to me. And as soon as I saw that roll, I was like, I know what's gonna happen. And then you just go, oh.
I forgot I rolled.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, it wasn't a wisdom save. I think it was just a straight D20, and you're like, well, I just want to see what I roll and guess the outcome from that. Seeing how Sienna has evolved as well is fun, because Sienna is like, at the beginning was very, not mousy, but more kind of protective, more like coddling in a way. And now she's kind of like standing on her own 2 feet a bit more, but she's also still quite quiet in some instances. So there's elements of her character that has evolved, and some that have just kind of stayed because of the status quo of like the support character and how that plays into effect.
So you know what? It was a surprising character thing for me.
Go on.
Sienna telling the Dave to shut the fuck up.
That was
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that was good.
it
That was like the
I was
first
like,
moment
yo,
where she stood up for herself or stood up for someone else, like verbally.
yeah.
Like people take shit all the time, right? Like in a conversation when you're RPing, like there's going to be an NPC who starts dogging on someone. Not everyone's going to jump up to the occasion and go, "Oi, what the fuck? Get the fuck off my friend." That was the only real instance of that ever happening in the campaign, and that was inter-party, which was very spicy. So
Sorry, but the way you said "what the fuck" remind me of that meme. Like, oh, what the fuck? That's not funny. I've got school in the morning.
what?
It's not funny. I got school. It's not
What's
funny.
this?
Yeah, no.
It's not funny. I got school.
Both me and Leonie are like, what the fuck are you talking
Never
about?
No,
mind,
it's
but go on.
it's a video. You guys know the Elf on the Shelf thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody's
no idea.
mom had, it's like a little toy
During
around
Christmas.
Christmas time. Yeah, and they move it around to make it think it's alive and magic. And so what the mom did was I think she drew on her daughter's face with Sharpie, like glasses and little lightning bolt, like just drew on her face, and she made it look like the elf did it. And so the kid wakes up, the mom shows her an image of what she looks like, and she's like, nah, she's like, nah, it's not funny, I got school, it's not funny. It's awful, but it's really funny. It's really
Cassie, I cringe so hard.
okay, great.
No. Continue, Max. Continue.
Anyways,
I don't even know what I was saying.
You were at Sienna, standing up.
she's quiet and yeah.
Okay.
I think you
Yeah.
I think you didn't do Thorn.
Didn't talk about me.
Thorn. Yeah.
Bro's been absolutely bamboozled by the Elf on the Shelf story.
I fucking hate the Elf on the Shelf thing, by the way. I fucking hate it.
That's not a thing here.
I fucking hate it. You know why? Because it's beady little twats just like sitting there on a shelf. And then some fucker moves it around. Max, IRL, when I was younger, I had a fucking fear. I fucking hated puppets. Anything that was puppet based. I never watched the fucking Muppets. I never watched fucking any of that shit. Sesame Street, go fuck yourself. Didn't watch any of that. Do you know why? Because that shit freaked me the shit out. I couldn't sleep for days if I see one of those going. I know, not happening. So I see an elf on a shelf. I'm going to grab it, twat it into a fucking furnace, turn that thing on full. Watch the fucking melt.
Max,
that's what I'm gonna
calm down. Max, calm down, bro. Chill out.
No, that's
Thorn,
justified rage.
So how I see Thorn, in the same vein as Sienna coddled Thorn. Now Thorn is standing by themselves, and we're seeing more of Thorn be more assertive, be a bit more dicey. Like confronting and going by yourself. Like you could say that's like naivete, like being a child, that sort of thing. But as well, it's kind of like a risk taking, like, I'm gonna do this and no one else is gonna like influence me. This is my decision. I'm going through with this. Like to do that has some balls, which I didn't think Thorn had. She's like, what way I saw Thorn was like edgy. Oh my god, I'm suffering. Wake me up inside. Can't wake up. And then there's Wrath like, wake up! You're fucking weak.
God, okay.
But
I mean, I
having
guess
that
you
moment,
listened to him.
yeah, she listened to him, but it turns out that Wrath was the weak one. Anyway, so having that moment where you went after Diplor by yourself, and then having that confrontation with Diplor and making the decision of, do I try and impede him and maybe risk my life? Do I try and stop him and from killing all of these people in this cage? And then you just like watch it happen. And that was like, I was like, damn, respect. And then you go and tell the guy to go fuck himself because his kids are dead. Anyway.
I don't think I said that exactly to that, but I was definitely like, I don't care. It was definitely like, all right, boo-hoo, I guess. You're still a very shit person. Like, get over it. I'm not gonna like cry me a river, bitch. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, it was a build up to that. It was a build up because everyone was, not everyone, but like people were dogging on him because he was like, here's Diplor. People don't like Diplor. Yeah, well, I don't fucking blame him. But he was like, yeah, I guess I'm in this position. I'm going to help you. And then everyone was like, no, fuck you. We don't want you here. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay,
and then
well, that...
Thorn's like the catalyst. Thorn's like, you know what? Tell me about your family. Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah.
And I'm gonna rob you.
Yeah, keep talking about your dead son. Yeah.
That okay,
yeah.
and I will
You
say,
can't remember their face? Yeah, sure. Yeah,
boo-hoo, all
yeah.
right.
Nice.
I will
feel a bit
say,
of platinum
I
in
will
here.
say,
Nice.
I will admit to this 100%. Me trying to steal like his bag of holding, that was 100% out of character. Thorn would not have done that. I was just like, I want to see if I can do this because it was really 100% out of character. So if I had just shut my fucking mouth, none of this would happen.
None of this would be happening.
Nope.
What about the Tuesday group?
Tuesday. Cal is as I expected from the brief. Cal hasn't changed. Cal's exactly the same as when I read that fucking bio. As soon as I saw that list of jobs that he had, I thought, yeah, I see where Leonie's going with this. And I said to her, I was like, you just made a fucking himbo. This is what you've made. And she was like, yep. I was like, okay. No, I'm leaning into it. Okay, this guy's just going to fall into shit and it's going to be weird. So that's what's been happening. Now, Cal has like a fucking dragon that drinks on blood. And they also have a jelly bean that's walking around and is like their surrogate child of some kind. Very strange.
His face.
need to capture that one for the next thumbnail.
Oh my god! Oh,
no, don't do that.
No, we won't. Who else? Helen. Again, I think the same. Like, I know the backstory. I know where Brooke's going with it. So when I made that item, the Tome of Chaos, the deck of many things in a book, I was like, I know exactly who this is going to. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Brooke's going to grab this at any moment. I have a little bit of experience with Brooke in like other campaigns and like one shots, and they have like a play style that they enjoy. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be something they want. And lo and behold, they opened the book. So I'm liking the way that they're going. There is elements of the character that is fleshing out, which is interesting to see as well. Some more moments, some more mystery, some reveals that maybe her family line has some connection to demons, etc., etc. So that's fun. Same with Cal. Leaning into Cal's wackiness, I've kind of just been saying all sorts of bullshit, and maybe some of it's true, maybe some of it's not.
Oh my god!
But yeah, Who else? Ulrin, I know Arne very kind of gets into character. So seeing him really lead into the cleric stuff, that was a delight. And he's just really good at like monologuing, you know, just he'll have a moment where he'll be by himself and he'll be looking at like the statue to Moradin and he'll just have like this, I have failed you, or I will be the shining armor in your arsenal and I will protect everything, whatever. Like those moments stand out the most for him. Like you were saying before, Robbie, with the assertiveness that his character is as well. That does play into effect. But I think the zealot side that he's going for is a lot of fun to see fleshed out. And the characters themselves, like Cal, Ulrin, and Helen, from when they first started, they haven't really changed. They're all pretty like similar since session 0. Like we've had 27 sessions, I think was the last one, or 26. And like since then to now, they're pretty much the same. Nothing's changed. They're still like the chaotic ones are chaotic. And I think that's just the vibe of the campaign.
No
this year
character
I
growth.
think
Not at all.
what's happening
Yeah.
right now might
change things for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is, although they were introduced to the fact that they have stakes involved, like this is not like cooking beef steaks, but like, you know,
Just about to make the
ramifications.
same joke.
But they know what they're getting into, and I think that alleviates some of the more, oh my god, my character's going to be crushed if they do this decision. It's like, no, this is what they have to do. So progression in characters in that way isn't going to really happen. But when those moments where they're trying to kill demons and trying to fend off and get more involved in the story, that's when it's going to start deviating with some of these characters and the decisions that they make, because there's a lot of decisions that they can make with powerful entities. Either kill them or try and barter with them or try and
Fuck them, I guess.
fuck them. So yeah, there's a lot there. And Alicia, we've not seen enough of, but from inception to now, the role that they're playing, they've opened up a lot. Like when they first started, it was like very nervous, very kind of cautious, don't know which way to go, who to trust, which ones do I lean on more, which ones do I kind of take a distance of. And now I think you're in that perfect in between where you can lean and talk to pretty much everyone and not have like that bias that some others have. So that's quite a good fold for them, which is needed. And then you have like the NPCs who are there for both Sunday and Tuesday, which are kind of always there as like a backup for you guys to interact with. There's always a wacky one, there's always like a serious one, and there's always something for you guys to tether onto if there's a playstyle that you want to conform to better.
I had no idea that like Feline would become such a like a close NPC to our party.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were gonna mostly keep a distance to her, but like we befriended her and now
Literally
I think
saved
they're
her
buddies.
from herself. She's definitely a
When
great
called-
ally, though.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and I'm kind of interested to see what the dynamic will be between Richter and Alicia. I think they have an interesting potential to the now.
I think between the two of them, the difference that's there is the experience and how they grew up. Like Richter, for the most part, was born into the service of Aiden Hassar and has been not groomed, but bred, like been morphed into this role that he's in, which has a parallel to Licio in some way. But both of them were done in different kind of
Ways, yeah.
different sides of the coin, if you will.
I think Alicia almost looks up to him a little bit, or at least treats him as an authority figure he respects.
Respect to Richter. He's a real one.
Same with I feel like it's more in friendlier terms though with Tarkotel. It's like every time an authority figure is nice to Alicia, just like, huh? You respect my religion?
I love you.
Oh.
Question mark?
Are you my dad? Can you be my dad?
Can you be my dad, please? Please. Be me. Be
Fuck.
my dad.
Adoption papers. I feel like he also reminds Alicia of someone. I can't say who, because I think you know who.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
I'll text them
Backstory
out.
character. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you mean. Who the fuck's that is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, does it help to have pictures of the NPCs?
For me or for people in general?
For you, when like giving you a backstory,
Um,
to remember them easier. Is it easier to have a picture of them?
a lot of them are just in my head. Like,
Yeah.
but the thing is as well, for me, I will sometimes forget what they look like if I haven't written it down and in like a proper description. So sometimes I do get character art from Pinterest or something. So having art does help a fair bit. But I think as well, art will influence how I will play a character. If they look like a god and they look mean, they're probably going to be mean and be a bit protective.
Wow.
You know?
I meant more like because when I gave you Delicio backstory, I think all the character art was already there for them.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And I think they all led into the descriptions that you gave.
I gave descriptions.
Well, you gave like they're in brackets.
Oh yeah. They have like a
little synopsis next to them.
Yeah, they have a little, not a graph, but
it was like cell blocks.
Table. Yeah. This was like info alignments.
That's right.
Relationship to Alicia or something like that.
Like a cheat sheet. Here's a question to end off on. Since we are
That's Cassie what she thinks of the characters.
Oh yeah, shit. That might go on
fine.
too long.
Skip me. I'm tired. Because I really don't have any good answers.
Do we have a good question to end on? Because otherwise, I'm going to just ask, what is your favorite NPC so far?
Well, what did you say? Sorry, can you repeat?
Favorite NPC, or if you have another question.
Oh, fuck.
That's kind of hard.
Tuesday campaign?
First.
Go ahead, Leonie.
For Sunday, it's still Kilvin. He's so fun. I so hope he comes back.
Oh, same.
He was such an experience.
The Shadow Man.
I loved him.
Yes, actually.
It was fun messing with you guys with the cards. That was fun.
I did not have a good time.
When I planned the Cavalier out, I was like, yeah, you have these characters on here. Whether you'll interact with them or not, I'm like, I don't know. We'll just have them there just as fun. And then you rolled like a fucking stupid perception check. I was like, yeah, here we go. We're in.
Got him. We got him, boys.
That was the end.
Freak. I would say for Tuesday, I haven't met many of the NPCs.
Yeah.
But I really do like Richter, of course, my boy Tuco. Kiss kiss. I did really like Brainer.
Brainer, yeah.
She was a very interesting character. I love me strong women.
Dope.
Sunday? Oh god, this is hard. There's so many that I really like.
There's so many.
There is a fucking A4 fucking not an Excel, a fucking Word document with so many names on there already. And that isn't even filled up to date.
I mean, this is biased, but obviously I do like Melody in Discord.
That's not fair.
Okay, I said bias. But other than the backstory ones, I do like Cherry. They're great. Very fun. Snow Bear, amazing, 10 out of 10.
Similar.
the only downside is you straining your voice.
There's a lot of characters that I strain my voice now. It's
I
just
don't
Wrath,
gonna happen.
right?
You know.
Wrath has to be one of them.
Wrath, I don't know. Wrath is okay. It's when I start doing
Really? The
I
laugh.
don't know. There's some. The laugh. Snow Bear is the worst
Yeah.
for sure.
Just a reminder, you did that to yourself.
I know. That's the joy in it.
But Hunter and Felina
Is the
also one of my
Thariston voice
choices.
difficult?
The Thariston one's the hardest, yeah. That one is
Yeah,
me
so
like
far.
really pulling in. Because
Yeah.
that is just not even like pure shouting, it's reverberating shouting. It's trying to like get that bass warbling as I'm screaming pretty much.
Yeah.
Because he's
Jesus.
just mad. He's just mad.
Yeah.
But
But you're saying Feline and
Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah.
I also did really like Dagger.
Daga, yeah. He's a real G.
That's nice. And Korthak, he's like a
all of them. Just say all of them at this point.
no,
Because
but
it's
okay,
not
like
a
there's
singular
some that
favorite.
are-
A singular
like, I
favorite.
didn't really like the fucking weird guy with the split personality thing. I was like, okay, you give me the creeps. Stay the
Well,
fuck.
can
away
I
from me.
answer for God's sake? Because
Okay,
you're just
go
going down the
ahead,
list.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Love you, Robbie, but I'd have to say if we're going biased, I'd say Wrath, but no. Honestly, I know this is another backstory one, but Benjamin, because I had a
Mhm.
totally different, I had a totally different idea of what it was like in my head, and it, I don't know. But if we're not doing fucking backstory characters, Feline is my favorite probably because she's just, I love her. She's awesome. She's
Baby.
great. She's amazing. She's the best.
Amazing.
We
And
love.
she can
we
turn
love
into a
Feline.
dragon, which we love dragons
Yes.
here, right, guys?
Yep,
we
yep,
love dragging
yep.
our nuts. And
God damn it.
that's where we're going to end it, this
God.
stream.
And
This has been a very interesting playtest of a campaign chit chat. Is Cassie going to be an official member of this?
Probably
I don't know.
not. I'm probably gonna get a job soon, so I won't have a lot of
Will-
free time.
Will Leonie's internet fix itself? We will never know.
No.
find out in the next episode of
Find out
Campaign
next
Chit
week.
Chat.
Well, I won't be here next week, so we can't find out next week.
Oh shit. It's just gonna be me and Robbie. Fuck.
You're stuck with me.
You can get Frey in here. You can drag Frey in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
you guys
believe he did
do not
text
want that.
me. I don't think he'll be available next week.
Okay.
Ah.
Damn.
Our boy's in a competition. Wish him luck.
He's on a competition. What, for
Come
World
on,
Sexiest Man? He's gonna win. He's gonna win.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure it was an
Oh
architecture.
my god, let's just end it. End it,
competition.
please.
They banned him from the sexiness competition because they knew he would just win. It wouldn't be.
Ah, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, I've
End
seen the
this,
medals in his
please.
bedroom. There are so many. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this chaos unfold. I don't know how coherent this was, and hopefully we'll have better questions next time.
When we actually prepare them.
We will prepare them properly. Better quality overall. But if you have any questions that you'd like us to answer, feel free to leave a comment in the YouTube, or if you can join us in Twitch on the day or live stream, whatever. We'll find them. We'll find the questions and we'll try and add them. And hopefully we can get them answered. And even if it is like tips, DM tips or player tips, we can help with that too, I guess.
We can do like a DM based one next week, since if it's gonna be only me and you.
Could do.
I mean, I have also DM'd. I've started as a DM.
Leonie's a DM.
Yeah, but you're gonna be here next week.
I know. Still, I was just wanted to point it out.
But yeah, we'll be doing this every week, so stay tuned, join us. Like if you enjoy this kind of format where it's just more relaxed, a bit more just us being ourselves rather than being characters in a made-up fantasy world. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you next time. There's no transitions to this, so it's literally just going to end.
Bye.